Trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. It is. And we are thrilled to be with you on this Friday. And it is Knicks Game 3 tonight in Philadelphia. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York. And on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, I am Chris Carlin. He is Bartholomew Mitchell Robinson Scott. Hello.
What up, what up, what up? It's Take Care Business Fridays. It's no freak around Fridays.
Is that in reference to tonight or just life in general?
Oh, no. This specifically for tonight because everybody around the association is saying, oh, don't worry. Philly's back is against the wall. We're going to come out. We're going to, they're going to probably, get this one. Nah. I need somebody to step up and dare to be an unsung hero.
So
somebody got to step up.
You want to finish the job.
Man,
that's what you want to do. You want to put them in the deepest hole as absolutely possible. And losing tonight is not just an excusable thought at the moment.
I would say that New York already had their loss yesterday when Tom picked the Philly cheese over the chopped cheese. You know what I'm saying? So we already got our loss. So let's go ahead and get this W. We coming off of a loss as a city, baby. So let's come back. Tom, I still can't believe your undeveloped.
I would just like to point out I was not the only one that picked the cheesesteak yesterday too.
You know why I picked the cheesesteak? Because I have taste buds. That's why.
Nah, you just went for the fancier meat.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You like the ground beef. That remind you of like that taco stuff that you used to get back in the day, when you went to lunch. You know what I'm saying?
If there's
like, ooh, steak. Ooh.
If there's anything that I scream, it's fancy. I like the
fancy smancy.
It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you should be watching the show. You should be commenting. You can interact with us. We'll get your comments in very quickly. And we want you to be a part of it all at 800-919-3776, because we do have a Game 3 tonight. And we do have a situation where the Knicks, up 2-0, have a decision to make when it comes to the health and the status of OG Anunoby at this point. And it feels like there's really not a decision to make, Bart. OG, according to Stephen Bondi, after the initial report came out from Shams yesterday that OG has a mild strain of the right hamstring, and he's day-to-day. Stephen Bondi from the New York Post says that it is extremely mild, very minor, and the Knicks are not all that concerned about how long it's going to take to heal. Having heard all of that, does it now, to you, not matter whether you try to play him tonight or not? In other words, do you push the envelope, or is this an automatic sit for OG Anunoby up 2-0 against the Sixers?
It's an automatic sit because I believe that we're the superior team and that we have enough offensive firepower to get it done. Now, the question is, do you have enough defensive grit to get it done? Because you're going to lose a lot. It's going to hurt you on your rotations. You're one great player less. I would argue that Anunoby has been – I would say he's been the best player in the playoffs so far. If they made it to the championship, Anunoby probably should be or would be the MVP. But with that being said, this is an opportunity, right? Bridges, we gave 5 first-round picks. We paid you your money. We saved you. We saved you from the Nets, right? Right now, you could be Michael Porter right now, sitting over there just throwing up shots and nobody even know you even exist. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm him, I'm saying, okay, I can handle the load. I go to Anunoby, listen, trust me, man, I got it. I'll handle the defensive responsibility, however that may be. You put you put Deuce in, and you
put him in the starting lineup.
Yeah, you put him in the starting lineup. I mean, you're
Okay.
going against 6'4" and 6 feet.
Yep.
So it's not like they have a huge backcourt where they're putting out some Jason Brown or Cade Cunningham or somebody like that. You should be able to handle it. And I say, Cat, listen, we need you to be on the court to not even to score, but to be the threat to score, to be the facilitator, create easy shots for these guys. Deuce, be ready to catch and shoot when we skip the ball to you or if it comes off a Cat. And so you have to tell everybody, listen, we all have to do more. We all got to play smarter, better, and let's not make it difficult for us because if you go down or you lose one and it's 2-1, then now Philly has hope. If you go up 3-0, nail in the coffin, Joel Embiid may say, I can't come back, my stomach hurt, this and that, and he may say be put down for the rest of the series, right?
First of all, I'm going to expect that Embiid's going to play tonight, but that's just based on they need it. They need it in the worst way. Now, that might not be an accurate expectation to have. I was going to say fair, but I think it is a fair expectation to have that you would play in a game 3. But it may not be an accurate one, just given what Embiid's history is here.
I think if you're Philly, sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
If you're Philly, I'm saying, hey, we damn near beat y'all with OG all the way to the end. Without OG, with this lineup, how we played, the lanes and driving lanes are going to be a lot easier because it's going to be guys getting broken down, and so you guys are going to have to go into your defensive rotations. So I may say, Embiid, rest up a bit. Let us see what we can do.
Well, I think I would not want to do that. And I understand the thought process about getting up and down the court and trying to get him into a situation where I can run him out of the building maybe early in the game. That's totally fine. Though, when I look at the Sixers, I understand that they're a better team with him on the court. And I know that we had this argument yesterday as to whether they are. I personally believe that they just are at this point. And I know in some ways it's crazy to even have that discussion. Now, for me, with OG, there's no question I'm sitting him down tonight. There's absolutely no question. There is no need whatsoever to run him out there. But if we got to a game 4, and I expect the Knicks to lose tonight, to be fair, I really do. Just because it feels like this is a gentleman's sweep type series.
So are you conceding that loss?
I'm not conceding it, but
because if OG plays, do you think you can win?
It depends on what he looks like. It depends on what I'm getting from him. I mean, if it is truly a very minor thing and they don't think he's going to make it any worse, then why wouldn't you play? But I don't think
you can always make a hamstring worse. That's the thing about a hamstring.
Exactly. Like that's one of those things that you absolutely can make worse. So if they feel like it's something that is going to heal pretty quickly, then I'm giving him the room to sit out tonight. If he can go on Sunday in game 4 and I'm up 2-1, he's playing. I don't care. I let him get one. All I need is a split in Philly. I get a split in Philly. I come home. I wrap up the series. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. And this is not. I mean, the way the ticket prices are dropping right now.
Buy one get one. Buy one get one free.
Like if you're a Knicks fan, why wouldn't you just? I was talking to Maggie this morning, our old friend.
Yeah.
And we were talking about. She's got friends who, listen. Sometimes it's a little harder to. Afford what the tickets are here.
Yeah.
So you pick up and go down and watch the Knicks in Philly, even during the regular season.
Nice little road trip.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not a hard one to make. And you can just go down and do that. And I think that's a good way to think about this. If you're a Knicks fan right now and you're kind of considering what your plans are for the weekend, granted Sunday's Mother's Day and that makes it a lot harder. But if mom's a Knicks fan, like maybe we all just make some special plans here and hop in the car and get some tickets on the secondary market because it does not. Bart, you can get in the building tonight for less than $200.
Wow.
You can get in the building tonight for less than $200. So why wouldn't I do that?
Y'all go 6 deep for $1,200.
Honestly.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. When you say it like that, 6 deep for $1,200 in a playoff game, hang out in Philly, go to South Street, have some fun, make a day of it, troll the hell out of Sixers fans. I mean, that's good business right there. That's if you really love basketball, love the Knicks, and hate the Philly, and you want to stick it to Philly, walk around there downtown with your Knicks stuff on. Now, don't go past that Popeyes on South Street. That blue light's there for a reason. You are in danger. Take your ass back the other way. Don't talk too much crap now. You know what I'm saying? Stay in that little box. Rittenhouse Square, you're cool. You're good. Broad Street, you're good. Past that Popeyes, bro. That's you on your own. That's your ass. You be like them hikers that decide to hike up that damn volcano. Some people may try and save you. Some people may not.
If I could disagree with you, I would, but I can't because I know it all too well. And if listen, it's always a little dangerous to get down there and root for the opposing team, but that's primarily when it's the Eagles. You can navigate your way around it when it's the Sixers.
Oh, Sixers fans are more sophisticated.
No, I'm just saying they're probably less drunk, and certainly a little less passionate than the Eagles fans are. But having said that, I look at this. I look at the way this series is laying out, and I let it get to 2-1. I don't let it get to 2-2. I do everything I can. If I lose tonight, I can deal with it. If I give them any sort of hope on Sunday, then I got a problem on my hands. I don't need to show them any sort of hope whatsoever come Sunday.
The crazy part is these games are coming so fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like every other day. Like, that's like no rest. You know what I mean? The Knicks are an older team. Not an older team, but, you know, they're not spring
chickens.
They're
not young.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not all, you know, they're not all in their early 20s. Yeah, that's for sure.
They're grizzled a little bit. You know what I mean? So, like, you just want to take care of business, man, because crazy stuff happen to old people, man. Sneeze and your rib hurt. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you wake up and all of a sudden you're in pain, and you have no reason to know why.
Somebody
you can't move your left shoulder.
I wonder. Are they down there already, or did they like leave this morning, type of thing? Because sleeping in your own bed is a lot better than sometimes sleeping in the hotel room, and like you can just take the cellar, you know, get your own cart, just take the cellar and go down in an hour and a half and be there. Or I wonder if they stayed in Philly last night.
I would think they probably stayed in Philly.
I would want to do my own shoot around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I would rather do my own shoot around in my own facility, stuff like that. And then, you know, leave at 12, get there at 2, check in a hotel, but just have a hotel just to sit around in. You know what I mean? Because sometimes them beds can be crazy. Well,
listen, I think as much as you want to try to be at home, I never have a problem with that. I think that they're in a situation, though, where when you go down there and you're trying to put your foot on their neck, it's not worth it to run somebody like OG out there. But if you got to Sunday and you were up 2-1, are you confident enough in your ability to win without him that you personally would rest him the next 2 games, no matter what?
I mean, don't border on the fringe of being cocky and arrogant. Like, still got to show respect to your opponent. And if you go down, if you're up 2-1, OG, I need you. Just tell me how you feel and be honest with us. If you feel anything, if you can't go, if you can't be you, then shut it down and we'll figure it out. But I need you to start this game. Just the threat of you starting this game. I don't care. Listen, I tell them, don't do a lot of ball handling. Sit your ass in the corner, and we'll kick it to you. You hit basically a stand-up, step-in shots and stuff like that. People can say minor if you want to. All hamstrings start minor.
Yeah.
Like, and they usually move and intensify, especially like when they're low, they move up, right? His already high, so I don't know where the hell it's going to move because it looked like he grabbed it high. Like he was it was almost like he was, no diddy, right outside cheek, bordering on hamstring / IT band.
I can feel it when you say that.
Yeah.
I can feel that tightness in my hammy when you start to talk about that.
Yeah, you got them big-ass calves, too, so that thing even worse.
Hey, listen.
You need a hydration station just for them calves. you take creatine, you're going to cramp up instantly.
Somebody said I should take that for the brain work, too, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But if I take creatine, I got to drink a lot more water. Is that the deal?
Yeah, well, creatine's been a lot more sophisticated, but you need that. You want that so when you work out, you can get your more muscle mass. So then when you get your muscle mass, then your metabolic metabolism goes up. So then
I'm just talking about my brain. I don't care about working out.
Yeah, but
it's supposed to help you with your brain too.
Yeah, but for your muscles too.
Yeah, okay.
That's what that kid just got his blood work. I forgot. I just see it on the ticker. His blood work. He took too much creatine.
Is that Darren Peterson of Kansas?
Yeah, absolutely.
Darren Peterson of Kansas says he took too much creatine.
Yeah, too much creatine in his blood.
I'm going to send you the link to that right now.
Please do.
If you take a look in the text. It's a scary situation.
That's not great.
Well, the creatine back in the day, I blame that on Sean Elliott and Alonzo Mourning's kidneys problem. But creatine's become a lot more refined and it's evolved a lot.
Well, here's the quote, or here's the headline. Darren Peterson reveals taking a high dosage of creatine led to his cramping issues at Kansas. Remember, he didn't play a lot this year because he had a lot of cramping problems. And he was taken to the hospital by ambulance in September because he thought he was going to die, per Ramona Shelburne. Wow.
Yeah, but he was thinking well. His brain was working.
Well, either way, this has me really intrigued if you're the Knicks tonight as to who now this is on. And we spent time on this yesterday because there's an obvious answer to this. Is this all now just about Mikal Bridges? And I'm not going to say it's all about him, but a lot of it is. Like, I think if you had a performance tonight, if you were Mikal Bridges,
get him off your ass.
Yeah,
Mikal.
if you can really do that. Like, fans do remember the playoffs last year and how well he played against the Celtics, but they still have not really let him up off the turf for everything that's happened since he got here. This is the chance to really get them off you.
Silence the critics and be a great teammate, son. Like, OG, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Be a great teammate. Are you Mikal or you Michelle? Which one are you?
Well, what I would say is that if he's Mikal, the way he has been playing so far in this series, they're going to be in great shape. But there just hasn't been any pressure on him.
Right. What you worry about is, can he expend the energy offensively and defensively, or does one suffers? Right. So can he give you more energy offensively, and that doesn't hurt his defense, especially if he's chasing damn, who's the little dude again? Yeah, Maxi around.
If he's chasing Maxi around, okay. Listen, Bridges, to me, he's done a great job against Maxi. I think he's done a really good job of hitting shots here. And my only question is, can he do it without any actual pressure on him? Or with pressure on him? Because he hasn't had any so far. He knows that Knicks fans are going to be looking in his direction tonight to be the guy that fills the void without OG Anunoby on both ends of the floor, because he's supposed to be that other great two-way player on this team, right? Like, this is why he and OG are here, so that they could defend, well, specifically against the Celtics, but so that they could defend very well on the wing and hit shots when they needed to.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everybody's going to have the series when it's their matchup. The first one, it was Cat, right? And Cat, has been holding his own against Embiid. Yes, he only had to face Embiid once. But this should be an opportunity in a series where Mikal's his abilities and his skill set shines. Like, we got him specifically for teams like this, right? For people like this. And he's turned the water off, right? Maxey is the most important player on the Philadelphia 76ers. Can you do that? But can you also make him work on the defensive side too? And you should, guy like Bridges, he should want to silence the critics. He should be ready to embrace the challenge because it's still low leverage.
Yeah.
You up 2-0. It's no pressure.
But, there's a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure, but
it's pressure because if he goes out there tonight and is 1 for 8 and does not defend Maxey well, and Maxey goes off, then we're all going to start paying attention to him. Oh, well, when they needed him to step up, he didn't do it. I think that will be a theme for sure.
No, I totally get it, but I don't think it's as much pressure as if this was a must-win game. Like, just as a team, you'd feel less pressure when you're up 2-0, right? I know you want to say, all right, let's go have the killer instinct. Let's go bury him. Let's go do this. But naturally, the team that's going to play out of desperation, especially they're going to have to figure out the energy within that arena, right? They're going to have to deal with the energy from Philly. They're going to get a jolt from their crowd. And maybe some guys
are they? If it's 35% Knicks fans,
yeah,
how big that jolt is.
It's 35% Knicks fans, but the Knicks fans, if there's nothing to cheer about, if Philly's balling, you won't hear those 35. Those 15 or 10,000 or 5,000 Knicks fans. You're going to hear the crowd that's getting something to cheer for.
All right, here's a couple of comments coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube chat over on the ESPN New York YouTube page. Let's see here. Bronx Roots. OG has a freaking history of hammy issues. I don't care about outside cheek, inner butt, lower leg, or anything. Mm-hmm. You want OG to play? You're nuts. He pulls out lame. He's out for good. He doesn't want him to play tonight. We're talking about Game 4.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. It's not about playing
if they win, if they have 3-0, then you tell OG to sit his ass down again.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, if they're up 3-0, there's no need to play him whatsoever. Then there's Wingman checking, and people keep riding on Bridges like that's not going to get the Knicks 5 draft picks back. No matter if the Knicks win or lose, Bridges keeps on getting dragged into it. But why? Why does he get dragged into it? He gets dragged into it if they lose and he's not playing well because they gave up a lot to get him, and then they paid him.
Right. You locked into this. You can't get rid of this. Just like A-Rod, his last 2 years with the Yankees. You're like, man, I wish we didn't have to pay him.
It's the doubling down part of it that really gets to you, right? And again, we've talked about the idea of a mistake, but then not doubling down on it, realizing you made a mistake and then moving on from it quickly. They have chosen not to do that. They have chosen to try to ride a mistake out and hope that mistake fixes itself. And here is a golden opportunity for him to do that. A golden opportunity for him to do that. 800-919-3776. Aid checking in. Knicks fans going to be loud tonight no matter what. Be careful. I don't know about that. Like, again, if the Sixers get off to a good start, you don't want to get that building, at least the Sixers fans who were there, you don't want to get them into it. But if if you're a Knicks fan and you have the means and the time to do it, going down to this game tonight, I kind of think is a little bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? The Sixers, Bart, this is crazy work right here. The Sixers are 1.5-point favorites tonight.
1.5? That's basically a pick 'em.
The Knicks were 10.5-point favorites in Game 2 after Embiid was announced as being out. Now, granted, I expect Embiid to play tonight, and I expect OG to not play tonight, but they can't factor in. The only thing I can think they're really factoring in there is that it's a Game 3 and it's back at home for the Sixers, but how much of a bounce are they going to get there?
Well, they know their rims. They're comfortable and they're desperate. That's usually – it is hard to sweep somebody unless you're the OKC. It is hard to sweep somebody.
Tsunami saying that the Philly plays with the biggest desperation tonight. Aid checking in, just looked, $180 tickets on the secondary market.
Where at secondary?
Well, in other words, that's like the StubHub and
that's what I'm saying.
Places like that. That's the secondary market.
I mean, that's crazy work because you got fees and all. Usually, I would expect that to have at least 50% markup.
I would have thought that number would have been higher, but it's all based on demand, right? And apparently the demand is not there right now. That's to get in the building. That's
That's not even standing room only?
No, that's like a seat, but upstairs. But still, $180 to get in. Like,
yeah, that mean a good ticket. That mean a good ticket is double.
You can't get within 2 blocks of the Garden for $180.
You can't
for a playoff game.
You can't stand in the outside screen area where they have watch outside with the bus with the basketball rim on the back for $200.
They may not let you sit out in the Toronto outdoor area and watch the Knicks game there for $180. And that whole stupid dinosaur land thing they have up there. 800-919-3776. So it is all on the table for you here. Are you playing OG tonight? Are you playing OG if you're up 2-1 on Sunday, or are you definitively sitting them out no matter what? How does this play out for the Knicks tonight? What does the starting lineup look like? It's all on the table. It is a huge Game 3 this evening. Bart and I are just getting started on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York YouTube channel.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
Heavy traffic on the east side. We got the FDR Drive northbound by 34th Street. 2 left lanes are closed with a crash. Very heavy traffic behind that. Borough Park, Brooklyn, a crash with a pedestrian involved. 15th Avenue at 38th Street. In New Jersey, southbound Route 109, the Skyway is a mess because of a crash on the Newark side. Westchester and Hartsdale, northbound Sprainbrook Parkway at Secor Road, an accident. Right lane is closed. Transit delays on Path, Journal Square, and 33rd Street line. Hoboken, the 33rd Street line because of a train with mechanical issues. And the heaviest Hudson River crossing is 30 minutes for the upper level George Washington Bridge. 287 southbound in New Jersey, the ramp to East 24 still closed at Hanover with an overturned tractor trailer. I'm Bob Williams on 880 ESPN New York.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
Carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction. 1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. K-A-R-S Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
New York Knicks fans, here's a total slam dunk. For a limited time, new Verizon Mobile and home customers can get Fios and Alina Mobile for just $69.99 a month with AutoPay. Get Fios 300 megabits per second for $20 a month and unlimited welcome for $50 a month plus taxes and fees when you bring your own phone. Visit a Verizon store today to learn more. For new Fios Internet and mobile customers, discounts applied over 36 months. Mobile and home discount enrollment required. Additional terms apply. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Because as your life changes and your body changes, Sleep Number mattresses adapt and shift to give you personalized comfort night after night. And now everything's on sale during our Memorial Day event. Save up to $1,200 on mattresses for a limited time. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number, to a good life sleep.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Harry Douglas here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
I tell you what, just went on Ticketmaster, or Tom just went on Ticketmaster, I should say, and Section 209, Row 6. Now, this might be one Ticket, $168.
Yeah,
in the building.
Yeah, I took a look at that. That is for 2 tickets, but still.
That is for 2 tickets?
Well,
$168 a ticket?
It's $168 a ticket, but still, that's a great deal.
I know. I'm saying that's an amazing deal. I'm saying I thought maybe it would only be $168 because there was only 1 ticket available and people want to buy 2. But that's 2 tickets?
That's right.
Holy cow. That is insane. That is insane. Get in the damn car and go tonight.
That's the Mason-Dixon line for prices, man. That's like
Bart,
South Price.
Section 209, row 6? Row 6?
Yeah.
The game ain't even a rumor there.
I wonder if Joel Embiid going to buy some.
I'll tell you, when Embiid makes that comment, if I were Embiid, I might start laying out some of that money.
Right, it ain't gonna cost him nothing. It's a tax right away. He should call Ike and see if they can get some out on the show.
I tell you what, they put it this way. I listened in yesterday to some on WIP in Philly in the morning.
Yeah,
and those guys are old friends, and I love those guys. And I'm not. Like Dave when it comes to Philly. I think I got a lot of respect for Philly. I really do. But they were spending as much time yesterday talking about the Flyers as they were the Sixers. And the Flyers are now down 3-0. So, I can't get that pumped up for what's going on if I can walk into that building tonight and own it for $170.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's absurd.
That's crazy.
Even if it wasn't even just that. Even if I went down there and I buy the tickets on the secondary market. Let's just say that it got too crazy. I decided I didn't want to go, or I wanted to try to get it even cheaper if I could. I just go over to Chickies and Pete's, and if it's not working, and get myself the crab fries. I'm great, and I'm watching a game there.
Crab fries, is that a thing?
Oh yeah. Well, and you'll appreciate this. All it is fries. With an excellent crinkle cut fries, by the way. Okay. I'm a big Chickies and Pete's guy.
Like Nathan's?
Yes, exactly. And then they put Old Bay on it.
So they stole that from Baltimore. That's a Baltimore thing.
Yeah, so the crab fries are kind of a Chickies and Pete's thing that they've had forever. And they give you, and you'll appreciate this, and I guess I can let it go in this case. You know what it comes with? Cheese sauce.
Whiz with.
It's like a white cheese sauce. And
it's queso.
Even I'll admit, I'll dip it in there too.
Okay. So maybe that's our next matchup if it lasts long. We can do the craft rate. Here y'all got the gravy. They had a gravy, right, in New Jersey. Because I'd say New Jersey, like upper New Jersey.
They got the disco fries in Jersey.
Right, the disco fries.
Yeah.
So we go crabbies or peakies.
The crab fries. You got to listen, I personally don't like the Old Bay seasoning. But I get why people do.
They love it in Baltimore. It ain't nothing but paprika, cayenne. It ain't even much. It's just a blend of stuff. They just make it say it's Old Bay. But it's basically the same thing. Did I lose you, big fella?
No, I'm here. Paprika.
I think we lost you because you put the emphasis on pepper in paprika.
Yeah, paprika.
I'm here, right?
Yeah, there you go.
You got me. Did you lose me?
I lost you for a second.
I'll tell you what that is. That's crap.
Yeah. Paprika.
If we do these disco fries like as a Carlin's Corner table, if we do this in studio, we're going to have to discuss this ahead of time. I might have to put paper towels around every square inch of the studio. That's going to be messy.
Yeah, you're going to have to drape.
It's going to be like painting a new wall.
Let's get to it. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. My giant head is now back on the screen. You're welcome. Let's get to T.Y. in Jacksonville on ESPN New York. T.Y., what's up, buddy? You're leading us off today.
All right. I appreciate it, but can I scrape some things out with y'all? First of all, I got embarrassed about, my locals. I just live near Jacksonville. I live in a small town called Palaca. Can you say Palaca?
Placa. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Placa, Florida.
No, P-A-L-A-T-K-A, Palaca.
I don't know why you. I'm about to say I don't know why you thought when you spelt it I was gonna be able to pronounce it any better.
You still can't. All right. Well, let me get to it. Bart, you already laid down the groundwork about what I called in last time, you already laid down the curse. You kind of like a Drake curse, but everybody don't know it.
We still on that, dog. It's still me.
Hey, man.
That was Jose
Hey,
from
man.
Connecticut.
Hey, man, OG went down. Now, like, y'all trying to pass it off. Oh, we'll let them, like, win game 3.
I mean, Tom, make sure that we have that phone call so once again we can establish Bart's guilt.
It is not me. That was Jose.
I got it ready if you want.
That is Jose, man. I want you to listen to it forensically before you pass judgment. Listen to it. I'm saying nothing.
Hit it.
My point was, this is not just talented team that I think we've had, but healthy. And knock on wood, hopefully it stays that way. So, like I said, we've been dealing with like those random injuries and Mitch. So I think that's getting us the most excited about this team. We're like on all cylinders at the moment, So hopefully,
don't speak too quickly. OG and Mitch got a history.
It's called speaking it into existence.
Jose spoken into existence.
He didn't
We're
even
healthy.
mention. He didn't say anything about OG.
He touched.
He didn't say a word about OG.
Thank y'all.
Not a peep. Not a peep.
He touched the money. He touched the money.
And he picked it up and threw it in his face.
Who says he should have been shaking his ass by face? It's a reflex. No Diddy.
What else, T.Y.? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Listen, I'm not. I thought about it more yesterday after the fact. I want to blame you. I can't blame you. I can't believe in a jinx in one way and not in another. Like, I don't believe at all in the no-hitter jinx, so I can't jinx you for, say that you jinxed us for mentioning that OG could get hurt. I can't say that.
Thank you. Especially he brought up Mitch.
The only other time where I'll bring it up to people where I believe in the jinx is when, like Mike Tannenbaum last week or 2 weeks ago at the draft, looks at us on Saturday at like 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And says, guys, this is flying by. And I just turned and it was a visceral reaction where I just started yelling at him.
Like, bro.
What are you doing? Like, why would you do that? And Mike is a very cerebral guy and would not ever even think of something like a jinx, but he should be thinking of it. And what happened? 7 hours later.
Yeah, when he was a general manager, he had all the jinx. Him and Rex had all kind of jinx and stuff.
Gabe in Brooklyn is next on ESPN New York. Gabe, what's going on, buddy?
He got hurt, and he got hurt bad.
Gabe.
Well, I'll tell you.
Gabe, you're up.
Oh, wow. Can you believe this? Oh, man, I'm on the radio right now.
Yeah, you are.
About this. Man, Bart, I'm going to tell you something, man. You want to talk about OG getting hurt, right? Now, remember what happened last night. Who got hurt last night on your team? Tobias Harris, and he got cooked on the court. He was holding his hip like, oh, my hip, yeah,
my neck and my back. Yeah, he an old dude, man. Of course.
Regardless of the fact, he's putting up 20, 25 points a game. Regardless of the fact, and he actually can play some D. So look what happens when you sit here talking about our players, and look what happened to your player. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He's day to day. He's day to day. Y'all was sitting here, oh man, y'all was beating that drum. Like, oh, what's happening to OG? Oh, he has a history, and yada, yada, yada. But he's day to day. So he going to be back, like I said, and at the end of the day,
are you sure about that? Gabe, are you sure about that? Gabe, Gabe, y'all better get up out of here because them bad boys looking real bad right now.
No. Let me tell you something, man. That's because they playing against the Cavs. The Cavs could barely beat the Raptors. What are you talking about? No. Don't try to do that. Don't try to do that.
y'all playing Philly without Joel Embiid.
It doesn't matter. Joel Embiid is old. He's cooked too. He cooked too.
Okay.
What are you talking about? That man can barely even run down he can't run down the court. How many times you seen who get blown by?
You know what? I'm back. I do believe in a jinx. This guy's out of his mind.
They actually look better without him on the court. What are you talking about?
So who would you rather play in the second round, Philadelphia or the Cavs?
It doesn't matter. We can take either one. It
Listen,
doesn't matter.
Gabe,
take either one.
Gabe.
The way they playing.
Gabe, you gonna get Gabe. It's looking like you're gonna get what you asked for. So call me back then. You gonna get what you asked for, Gabe.
Look at Bart being the voice of reason.
You gonna get what you asked for.
You're gonna get what you asked for. So call me back then when it mattered. Look at you.
You gonna get what you asked for. And listen, I just ordered a special belt. for that ass.
There we go. There's the guy.
I got a special double stitch, embroidered, belt to ass piston belt.
Oh, there's the guy.
And like
that
Adrian
I know.
Broner, I'm the can man. Any team in the NBA want it can get that belt to ass. Gonna talk about Tobias Harris. He one of the most honorable people in the world. You gonna disrespect him like that because because Donovan Mitchell put him in a spin cycle?
Tsunami in the chat. Gabe, take it down a notch. K-Dad, Gabe is off the chain. Oh, my God. People not happy with Gabe going a little bit too far. Although I will say, granted, you won the game last night, and it was a fantastic job by Cade down the stretch. Amazing. Having said that,
it's always a but.
I'm not taking credit away. Is Harden throwing games?
You see Malik Beasley?
Oh, my God. It is. Are you kidding me?
I didn't think it was a thing when the people say, oh, he always disappear in the playoffs. I'm like, man, y'all tripping, man. Yo, he is horrible in the playoffs.
Oh, my God. I don't think I've ever seen a star player of his level having this kind of a playoff. And I can't even say run. Like, it's not a run of crappy play. Boy, he is
Donovan Mitchell looking at you like, where the player from the regular season? Where the hell is he at? And that defense, man, Sir Thompson, man.
What defense?
I'm talking about Thompson.
Oh, you're talking about the Pistons. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
man.
Harden he shot 23% last night.
It's not even that. It's the turnovers that he had. Untimely, like he just fall forward. Like he cross, and just trip.
Oh, he had a good night last night. He only had 4 turnovers. As opposed to the 7 the night before.
Hey, listen, I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Appreciate you, Harden.
Yeah, listen.
Well, he's setting the stage for LeBron to come back home.
Come back home to Cleveland or to go to Detroit?
Cleveland.
Go back home to Cleveland.
Yeah, he's going to Cleveland. That's the only place he could go. That's the only place LeBron could go where it makes sense, where he doesn't look like somebody like, Cleveland, I came back for you.
I thought a couple of days ago, the reason I said that is I thought you were trying to make the case for LeBron to go to Detroit a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll do it. I think he'll throw up inside his mouth a little bit. I think he'll feel like he betrayed Akron. This is his way to first stay in that big-ass house that he built like before he went to the Magic in Akron, right? And then it's another play for him to try and play hero to Donovan Mitchell, Mobley, Jarrett. You know what I'm saying? If he went there, that would be tough to deal with. If he doesn't age a lot in this next offseason.
Sail GP is the ultimate race on water where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying over 60 miles an hour. You think you know who's taking the win in Bermuda? Well, make your pick on the ESPN New York app, and you'll be entered to win an exclusive meet and greet with Sail GP athletes at their team base at the Mubadala, New York Sail Grand Prix. Make your pick now. Get closer to the action with Sail GP. Sail GP, high speed, high stakes. The ultimate race on water. Landing in New York, May 30th and 31st. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go and you can comment in the chat. Tsunami again. Donovan Mitchell is like, please help me at this point. 800-919-3776. Game 3, Knicks-Sixers tonight.
The Knicks.
Fadeaway jumper. He buried it. Jalen Brunson with 2 clutch jumpers.
The 76ers.
4 to shoot Bridges. Foul line. Step back. 20-footer. Got it. Mikal Bridges. A step back jumper over Oubre.
The Eastern Conference semifinals.
The Knicks took Philly's strongest punch here in Game 2. And with a 108-102 victory, have taken Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tonight at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yankees fans, have the official Yankees official game day program delivered to your door. Subscribe to Yankees Magazine by calling 800-GO-YANKS or visiting yankees.com/publications and get 8 issues a year for just $34.99 plus shipping. The Yankees official 2026 yearbook and media guide are also available for purchase. Get your Yankees Magazine yearbook or media guide today. Call 800-GO-YANKS or log on to yankees.com/publications.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
You know the rush when you reach that goal, when something you've worked for pays off. That's success. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we believe you should never stop chasing it. That's why we offer a skills-based education that helps move your career forward. Learn how to apply emerging technologies like AI and data science. Build your leadership and critical thinking skills. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Shell.
Sail GP is the ultimate race on water, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying over 60 miles per hour. Think you know who's taking the win in Bermuda? Make your pick on the ESPN New York app, and you'll be entered to win an exclusive meet and greet with Sail GP athletes at their team base at the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix. Make your pick now and get closer to the action with Sail GP. Sail GP, high speed, high stakes, the ultimate race on water. Landing in New York, May 30th and 31st.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And he doesn't have a home phone. You don't have a home phone either?
Oh, no. I do have into my bill the home line figured in. I just don't have it.
That feels lazy.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
Why?
Well, for the same reason. Your phone's Some
not
ask why,
configured.
others ask why not.
Right. Thanks, Socrates.
Oh, that was so funny.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Are you Ed McMahon now? Yeah. I'm everybody I want to be, and even more.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Javi from Queens on the chat, ESPN New York YouTube channel. Bridges is from Philly, got drafted by Philly, then got traded on draft night away from Philly. This time it's personal. I mean, that might be a bit of a stretch.
Doesn't one of Bridges, his parents or somebody, work for Philadelphia or something like that? And that's
I think
what
his mom worked for the Sixers, yeah.
Yeah, we thought it was beautiful. They said, "Oh my God!"
That was a big story when they traded him on draft night.
How cute is that? Look, they draft him and like, yeah, get the hell out of here.
Next thing, yeah, you're going to Phoenix.
Yes, bye.
We'll see. It's only a 6-hour flight west. Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. tonight. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. Tonight is a prime game, is it not, Tom? Is that correct? Tonight is prime.
Yo, that
is
sucks,
correct.
Man. That sucks too, man. Like,
well, at
come
least
on,
it's
man.
a 7 o'clock game.
But yeah, like that sucks though, man. For like people that's fans, like that's other Knicks that's in the tri-state area. Like I shouldn't have to get like I got to get Peacock one day, then I got to get Prime the next. Like, come on, man. Like, this is so predatory.
It is, but I'm sorry. I'm kind of done screaming about it because I hate to look at it this way, but they won. We're all showing up. We're all watching.
They should just go. They should just go. They should just go and if I was them, I would just go and go watch it at like a pub or something.
I mean, did you see that it looks like the season opener in the NFL, the one that is going to be in
Brazil?
No, in Australia. That one's going to be on Netflix.
You see what I'm saying, man? Come on, man. What are we doing, man?
Listen, they do not care anymore. It is every possible way to stretch it out and get every penny out of it. And Bart, like, we're all still paying. We're all still showing up. If they were losing money on these deals, they wouldn't be making these deals. That's the thing. So they must be doing okay.
That's true, man. But
either that or they're willing to take it as a loss leader to attract more subscribers, which I'm sure is a big part of it too. And they count on the dopes like me who don't go and cancel things after they subscribe. I will go when I'm getting ready for a game. I will go and get a subscription to the Tampa Bay Times for a month, and then once I get it for a month, it's $1, and then after that, it's $35 a month.
Yep, I think I just went back to get DAZN because I watched Benavidez, who, I know we don't talk boxing much on here, but man, if I'm Canelo, I would never fight that kid in my life. This dude he's first got to move up 3 weight classes. He beat a 200-pounder. Beat the brakes out of him. Beat the champion. Looked like he broke his eye socket. He hit him with a 20-piece. Like, if you've never seen Benavidez fight, like they call him the Mexican Monster by Mike Tyson game that called him the Mexican Monster. It's weird because he used to be a fat kid, but he's like Tommy Hearns. He's tall as hell, and you don't know how he make the weight. But so he can move up and fight at 200. He can fall down and fight at 154, 160.
Jonathan Macri of Knicks Film School is going to join us here in a little bit. Awesome YouTube channel. You've heard us have him on before. Looking forward to catching up with him and getting his perspective on things that are going on. 800-919-3776. David and Elizabeth is up. ESPN New York. What's up, D?
What up, Chef? What up, Bart?
You got it. You said you was going to be back today, man. You good?
Of course I'm good. All right, so let's get straight into it. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what I want to ask you two gentlemen before this call is over. All right, number one, we need to go for the trifecta tonight. The trifecta is very hard. I don't think we can get it, but if we do, it'll be lovely. But I would love if we could get a street sweeper. Like you said, Bart, it is the hardest thing to do in sports, to beat a team 4 times, without adjustments and things of that nature. So, we're going to go for it tonight. And like you guys said, the reason we're not letting Bridges off the hook, 5 draft picks. I'm sorry, brother. We on you. We're watching you. All eyeballs on you. It costed you a lot. I forgot about that. And that bread.
The money's going to hurt, too, in a year or two when you can't get rid of them.
Exactly. And he got 170 something for such and such years or whatever. And I'm gonna be honest, so far he hasn't lived up to the bread, but he has an okay resume so far. So tonight I'm not gonna lie, like you two gentlemen say, he need to come out there all business and do what's best for the team and lock up Maxi. So look, before you gentlemen let me go, I want to say a few things to you guys. Number one, right? What is it? I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time, Bart. I don't know why. I know it's a little draft-related. It's old. But why were the Giants flirting to draft Jeremiah Love when they have Ogre? Like, Ogre's coming back off the injury. Yeah. He's going to party hard and, run through screens and all that good stuff. But I was just confused. Was that like a smoke screen? Like, what were they doing? Because, like, they really entertained that they wanted to draft this guy. And I'm like, you guys got Ogre, though. Like, what are y'all doing? And the thing for Chef is this. They need to come out with a movie penalty for you, brother, because you're too box office to not use movie lines mixed in with your commentary and all the things you bring to the table. So, Bart, you got to start finding Chef. Chef, you got to watch these movies. We need you to be as good as us. Appreciate you, gentlemen. Let's go for the sweep.
He still hasn't watched Men of Honor. He still hasn't watched Men of Honor yet.
No, I haven't.
Come on, Cookie. I need my 12. See, he can't even – see, he don't know what I'm saying.
Listen, there are plenty of movies that I've seen that you haven't watched.
I will watch them. What you want? What you want me to watch?
You ever seen Dirty Work?
Huh?
Dirty Work? Norm Macdonald?
I'll go watch it.
Artie Lang, Chris Farley? Very funny movie.
I'll go watch it. See, but that's the thing. I'll watch it because I got no life.
I'm not saying I won't watch it. I went and watched, what do you call it, New Jack City the second you told me to. It's just I haven't been on the plane a lot lately. So next week I got to get on the plane for a couple days. So
Men of Honor.
Men of Honor.
I'm a center. Well, so for me, everybody that don't know, like when the show or anybody wants me to pay attention to what they're saying, you send Felicia Rashad. So for Chris,
in a group
as a
text,
reminder,
if you want to get an answer from Bart on a group text, the first thing you do is you Google a picture of Felicia Rashad and you copy and paste it to get his attention.
It's a proven strategy.
Yes,
you got me. So for you, who do we need to dig up so you can get your reminder
about the movies? No,
yeah, like who did you lust over growing up? Who was one of your childhood crush women?
Oh, it's got to be Tiffany Amber Thiessen, like every other guy my age, from Saved by the Bell, Kelly.
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski.
See, I was always a Jessie person, and I was vindicated when she played that. She did that role striptease, and she bared it all. I was vindicated. Like, yep. I knew it. I knew what she was hiding underneath them Jordache jeans all along.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. This is the Michael K. Show.
I hate to say it because I don't want to start a fight with my wonderful co-hosts who listen to the show. A lot of you people, man, really down on Cashman for years. Really down on him. Guy's a really good GM. I know he hasn't given you the championship you want, so I understand the angst. But for those that paint him as a guy who knows nothing, he is a really good GM.
The Michael K. Show. Weekdays at 1 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. I'm big on having the right game plan on the ice and at home, which is why I use Viking Pest Control myself as the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils. Viking has been protecting homes for over 45 years with expert pest control service and solutions tailored just for you. From ants and cockroaches to rodents, stinging insects, and backyard mosquitoes, Viking keeps pests out of your house and out of the play. Bundle pest control with mosquito services and save big. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Viking Pest Control, protecting your home inside and out.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This month, it's time to saddle up for some big wins with our $65,000 Winner's Circle drawing. Be here every Friday in May between 4 and 6 p.m. when 4 winners will be drawn every hour to win $250 free play. At 7 p.m., 4 winners will join the Winner's Circle to win $2,500 cash. Ride your winning streak where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Smalls here. What if you could enjoy the flavor of a cocktail without the alcohol? Meet RK Zero Proof, a pioneer in the alcohol-free spirits category that delivers bold taste and a warming sensation, but with zero alcohol, zero sugar, zero carbs, and zero calories. So you can celebrate with friends, unwind after a long day, and wake up tomorrow feeling great. It's all the ritual of a drink without the regret. Discover RK at rkbeverages.com. That's ARKAY beverages.com. RK, the spirit without the alcohol.
When you tell someone what team you cheer for, do they apologize? Does your first childhood memory involve crying on a Jumbotron? Then you may be a fan of a BST or bad sports team. Luckily, when you bundle your home and auto insurance with Progressive, you're protected from things like fire damage caused by violently unplugging the TV. Or an accidental overhand left to the drywall. Visit Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Covered subject to policy terms. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the Ty Butler Show.
Anthony Volpe, I'm intrigued by him coming off of the surgery and now finally being healthy and seeing what he can do. And at the end of the year, we'll have our answer. One way or the other. In the affirmative, or it'll be like, yeah, he's just not that dude that we thought he was going to be.
The Ty Butler Show. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 on ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app. The Knicks.
Fadeaway jumper. He buried it. Jalen Brunson with 2 clutch jumpers.
The 76ers.
4 to shoot Bridges. Foul line, step back, 20-footer. Got it! Mikal Bridges, a step back jumper over Oubre.
The Eastern Conference semifinals.
The Knicks took Philly's strongest punch here in Game 2, and with a 108-102 victory, have taken Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tonight at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
What's up, my friends? This is Francisco Lindor.
This is Devin Williams. This is Luke Weaver.
Bo Bichette here. You're listening to the home of New York Mets baseball.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
That's right. It is Bart and Carlin getting ready for Game 3 tonight. Knicks and Sixers down in Philly. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Also over on the ESPN New York YouTube page where you can be a part of the chat and get involved. Our guy is Jonathan Macri. We've had him on several times. He have Knicks Film School on YouTube. Amazing channel. Does a fantastic job. He's on Substack as well. Check him out and make sure that you're watching the post-game shows as well after these games. He joins us right now. Jonathan, what's up? It's Bart and Chris. How you feeling, man? It's a whole new world, a whole new Knicks team.
You know, it's weird because this team's been good for 5 years now, and yet this is like the first time they've elevated to a level where I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to react. I mean, They have the best point differential in the playoffs. They've won 5 playoff games in a row for the first time since I think I had my driver's license. I might have just gotten it at that time. I mean, they're the team to beat in the East, and they're looking like a team that could go up against whoever comes out of the West. So clearly nothing could go wrong now. It's going to be all smooth sailing.
Okay. Having said that, Jonathan, what's your feel tonight on OG? Is there any reason up 2 games to none to force him out there if it is just a mild hamstring strain, or are you sitting him out no matter what?
This by, giving yet another congratulations to the Knicks award-winning medical staff that they went and got, Casey Smith from Dallas. I trust them inherently. That said, I just don't know why you would risk it given the history with this player and given, again, I don't ever like to put the cart before the horse. But if something more significant were to happen for him, you look ahead to potentially the next round, Detroit up 2-0 on Cleveland, Cavs not looking so great. Their best chance of going and beating a Pistons team that obviously had their number this year is for OG Anunoby to be completely healthy, to try and shut down Cade Cunningham. Again, getting ahead of myself, probably to my detriment here. I just don't think you could risk it when you have Philly's number. And the Sixers are the team looking for answers as opposed to the other way around. Sit him tonight. Be safe. If you lose tonight, maybe you think about having him suit up on Sunday.
Now, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is the criticism of Bridges too much, or are we appropriately with our criticism of him? Because if he scores more, then that's taking the ball out of OG's hands, and OG has been the better player in the playoffs, but he's also seemingly to be the better player. I think OG probably will go down as one of the best off-season or in-season acquisitions probably in recent history when you think about all teams. But what's the narrative on Bridges, and how is that viewed amongst most fans and when you put on the film?
Narrative on Bridges is different sometimes than the reality of Mikal Bridges, because the narrative, the first words out of your mouth are going to be what they gave up to get him from Brooklyn. And unless and until the Knicks win a championship with him on the roster, that is always going to be hanging around his neck. It's always going to follow him around. He is not going to be able to escape that. The reality of Mikal Bridges is they didn't get him to be the sort of star that you would expect to get when you give up that sort of package. They got him to be exactly the guy he's been, frankly, for the last 3 games. He doesn't need to be the number 1, the number 2, or even the number 3. OG Anunoby, he wants that larger role. He's better suited for that sort of role. Mikal Bridges is the guy who's supposed to fill in all the gaps be the glue that holds everything together. You need him to guard the other team's best player a little bit. He could do that. Be a menace off the ball defensively, getting passing lanes, all that kind of stuff. He could do that. And then most importantly, if Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns and now OG Anunoby are taking up most of the attention of the opposing team, guess what? You're the guy that gets the low-hanging fruit. Unfortunately, over the course of the last 2 years, he hasn't always been up for grabbing that fruit. I think he's doing that now. You're seeing it with the Sixers trying to hide Tyrese Maxey on him. It also helps that they play drop coverage, which he's much more comfortable attacking. Might get a little different next series. For right now, though, like I think the guy we've seen the last 2 games is someone that Knicks fans should be happy with.
It's Jonathan Macri with us, of course, of Knicks Film School, and he has the tremendous YouTube channel where he does the post-game shows and covers the Knicks exceptionally well. As I watch this unfold, the way that they have played offensively the last week and a half or so, where they have run things through Towns as much as they have, what is your take on why it took us so long to get to this point? And why there has been such a difference in how efficiently the offense has been run?
We call it the $64,000 question, but it's really more like the $57 million question because we're talking about Karl Anthony Towns' salary. I think it's been the most frustrating part of the season for Knicks fans on multiple levels because you knew just from what he told the press that when he came in here and took this job, Mike Brown wanted to turn Karl Anthony Towns into the player that we're seeing now. And then you had Karl Anthony Towns before he had played a single game under Mike Brown, say way back in training camp. I don't know what my role is. I'm still trying to figure it out. That's fine for training camp. I think the frustrating part is that you were hearing quotes similar to this 2 weeks before the end of the season. And for me to sit here and try to pretend I know about the interdynamics of Mike Brown and Karl Anthony Towns, you want to throw Jalen Brunson in there, I think that would be foolish. What I will say, though, is when you have just one way of doing things for really the last 3 years, with it's Jalen Brunson, first, second, third option all the time, I think sometimes it's easier for us in our position as fans, people watching this team, to think that adjustment is going to be easier than it really is. And I think you look at the ups and downs of this team throughout the year. When Karl Anthony Towns said at the end of the season, look, we had some great conversations. We really got on the same page. I take that at face value. And then also, like, let's call a spade a spade. I know the Knicks are reaching unprecedented heights in terms of, like, the level of their play in the playoffs. This is a veteran team. They knew when it came to this time of year, it was going to come time to put everything else aside. I think you're seeing a team that's taking things very, very seriously right now. And a lot of what you could accuse them of throughout the year, look at those past Pistons games, maybe not bringing it. Their level of seriousness, engagement, commitment to the game plan has been a 10 out of 10 pretty much since the middle of that Atlanta series. And even those couple of games they dropped against Atlanta was just a couple of bad quarters, I would say. So I just, for right now, I'm excited for what I'm seeing from Karl Anthony Towns. I think the challenges will get more significant moving forward, given some of the opponents they might face. But he should dominate the rest of the series, as he already has.
Has Jalen Brunson shown a level of maturity, understanding that it is easier to go through Karl Anthony Towns, and it's the way Karl Anthony Towns providing more rest for Jalen Brunson not to have to be able to play isolation ball so much?
I would say it's maturity. I think the best way I would describe it is it's him maybe going against his instinct. Like, I don't have to tell you, someone who dominated your sport for as many years as you did, you have a mentality that you grow up with that gets you to the point where you're getting paid to play this game that you love. And the way that Jalen Brunson always had to approach this sport from when he was, I would say he was under-recruited, given what he turned out to be, second-round draft pick, team that drafted him didn't want to pay him. What was the grade he was given when the Knicks signed him? D+ or C-, whatever it was. He has always operated with a chip on his shoulder that I'm going to prove people wrong. So now for him to change that mentality a little bit and say, actually, less is more, I think as I said before when we were talking about Towns, I think it was just an adjustment for him, and I think it took him going against something that comes incredibly natural. What I will say, though, and this is all credit to Mike Brown, it's not that Jalen Brunson isn't going out there and still can't score 25, 30, 35 points in a game. It's just that if you give a little bit more over to Towns, let him do a little bit more of the playmaking, those buckets are going to come easier for you because you're doing your work off the ball. You're doing your work before you get in position to shoot. And I think if that formula persists for the Knicks, we could be having some very exciting conversations, dare I say, into the month of June.
Jonathan Macri with us of Knicks Film School on YouTube, on Substack as well. Check him out. Does an amazing job covering this team, and as a big fan as well. All right, the fan in you. Like you said earlier, I don't really know how I should feel. How much of you right now gets colored by what you're seeing versus what the fan in you is wanting to see? In other words, wait a second, did we just completely change who we are overnight and we're amazing all of a sudden?
It's very strange because I don't know if you know this. I do get a little passionate after some of these losses from time to time. And look, this season was frustrating because from day one, all the conversation, I don't have to tell you guys, you led the conversation. This is finals or bust, if not championship or bust. So when they would go out there and they, would have whether it's some no-show games against the Pistons or they had a stretch where they were 2-9. I mean, who could forget the MLK Day disaster on national TV against a terrible Dallas Mavericks team? I think whether you could tell yourself all you want, don't worry, what matters comes in the playoffs. You're seeing that, and you're like, how am I supposed to take this team seriously? And now that we're seeing this, it really does reinforce the notion, and I hate to be this guy, the regular season just doesn't matter as much as we as fans like to think it does. Other than the fact that it was a process for the Knicks to get to this point. And I think that's, if I'm going to try to split the baby, I think that's where I'm at. The regular season, not as important as we think, but also under a new head coach, new system, new role for Karl Anthony Towns, all these different things. I think it was an 82-game process for them to get to the point where they were comfortable running offense this way. And I know we haven't talked as much about it. Their defense has been downright dominant in the playoffs. And we know that's the sort of thing that it takes reps to get right. And you look at some of these other games and how some of these other teams are defending or not really able to defend. I think the Knicks are showing themselves to be, at the very least, the class of the East in that department as well. So it took them a little while to get here. Better to be here than not be here, though.
I'm glad you brought the defense up. How have they been able to protect Brunson from being exploited or isolated like he was seemingly in the Atlanta series?
I think that's number one is communication. And I think even in the Atlanta series, early on, they were going at Brunson, but that was a little bit of an unforced error because Mike Brown, and I don't blame him for this, started the series putting Jalen Brunson on C.J. McCollum and said, all right, we're going to, have OG Anunoby or Josh Hart away from their most threatening offensive player and be ready to help. That didn't work. Credit to Mike Brown for adjusting his scheme, putting Brunson on a less threatening offensive player. And that's exactly what they've done here. They have Brunson hiding on Kelly Oubre, who, look, Kelly Oubre actually hurt them in the last game. He hit 3 threes, but by and large, that's a sound strategy. And I think it's one that they're going to be able to carry forward because, again, just not to get out of ourselves, but you look forward, at least in the Eastern Conference, there's usually someone that you could hide the Jalen Brunson on. Even so, with the NBA, the way it's played today, you've got guys, you're bringing up guys, setting screens. There is no such thing as completely hiding a player, which then gets back to the communication and the fact that when they are, whether it's hedging and recovering or who has to help and then get back out to a shooter, they are nailing those rotations. And really, they have been nailing those rotations pretty much for the entirety of the playoffs. That's not something we always saw during the regular season. It got much better over the last few months, and I think you're seeing the, kind of reaching its apex right now. So that's the biggest thing for me.
Appreciate it, brother. Enjoy the rest of this series. It's an amazing run they're on right now, and hopefully this is not a big deal with OG.
Well, yeah, listen, if OG did pull the OJ, then we'd be really having some issues. I'd much rather take the hamstring than go down that road. But yeah.
OJ dead.
Great stuff. Jonathan, enjoy it, man. Thanks. Jonathan Macri, Knicks Film School. Check him out on YouTube. Dude's got thousands of subscribers on YouTube and over on Substack as well. As a fan, does a fantastic job. OJ, where the hell did that come from? OJ?
The juice always on your mind, baby. You thinking about Norberg. Because I'm talking about how dudes always get hurt. You thinking about that Norberg.
I mean, listen, it was acting genius at the time of him being able to stroll out on that gurney and then fall out a window on the third floor. I don't know how he got ignored at Oscar time.
Yeah, he should at least got a Woody.
God. It's Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. Where is your faith level in Bridges tonight? Where is your faith level in him right now?
It's no pressure, so I think he'll perform well. Now, if they lose, I'm curious what his pressure is if they're down 2-1. Because if Philly ties it up, then we headed for 7. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wants that, man. Nobody wants that.
No, absolutely not. And that's why, as much as I hear what Jonathan's saying about tonight, and I would not risk OG tonight, I would absolutely play him down 2-1 to make sure that I put myself in a situation to wrap this series up as quickly as I can. And then I can, listen, it certainly doesn't look like I'm going to get a ton of rest based on how the Pistons look against Cleveland at the moment.
But if both teams sweep, do they delay it? Like if all the teams sweep everybody, don't they have a start date? Like, you know what I mean?
I think the only primary start date is for the NBA Finals.
That's if it goes late, right?
Right.
But then,
there's a certain day. They will not start the NBA Finals before a certain date, I believe.
Gotcha.
I will double check that. But I don't know exactly when. Like, if there's a chance to get a couple of days off, I think they would. I don't think they want to stagger the conference finals. I think they would probably wait on it for sure as much as they could. But does it feel like anybody besides San Antonio is really in for a dogfight both ways?
No, let's watch Game 3s. Game 3s are usually the hardest to get because the team is desperate. But if these guys, if the Knicks take care of business, the Pistons take care of business, OKC take care of business. Hey, bro, it's gonna be some time we don't have basketball. We'll just be watching the Spurs, waiting for the Spurs. We'll have some downtime. That's always what sucks because we get so used to watching basketball every other day, and then you look up and it's like, ain't no games today.
So here's the deal on the conference finals. Okay, right now it's scheduled that May 19th. The Eastern Conference Finals could begin. That could move up to the 17th, which would put us 9 days from now. That would put us to a week from Sunday. All right? So they might get a week off if they actually swept. They could get as much as a week off as much as a week off.
And that would be great for OG. Because I'm telling you, hamstrings never go away. And I can remember losing one because Isaiah Thomas pulled his hamstring.
And then the NBA Finals do not begin until June 3rd at the earliest, no matter what. So it's right now it's May 19th, and it could move up to the 17th. Let's just say if both teams wrapped it up in 5. You'd still get, 4 or 5 days off there.
Yeah, what if they do it at 4?
What do you mean?
Like if they do it at 4, then what? Do they
can still get a week off. The earliest it can move up to is May 17th.
Okay.
All right, so that's the most important thing to know right now. So you could, if you both wrapped up, you'd both get a week off. If you wrapped it up in 4.
Okay.
The conference finals in the East cannot start until a week from Sunday, May 17th.
Okay. And the earliest the earliest we can be done is what? Sunday, right?
The earliest we could be done with the Knicks is Sunday.
Right, and the Pistons Monday.
Correct. A week off, that would go a long way.
Yeah.
That would really go a long way.
Could see some ugly basketball, though, when they come back.
How would you treat this? This is real. What I really want to know from Knicks fans right now. 800-919-3776. And what is your trust level in Bridges to step in and get the job done in place of OG right now. 800-919-3776. Let's hit the phones. D is in Queens. He's been waiting for a while. D, the lovely Knicks hater, is with us on ESPN.
What's up? Listen, the West, I think both teams in the West, I think that series is over. Like, Minnesota's too hurt. They're just too injured. I think both those series are over. East, they're not done. Harden looks old. That's what you're seeing. He just looks like an old man playing against young bucks he can't keep up with. He just looks old.
Listen, Harden, the last 4 games in the playoffs, is shooting from the floor, not from 3, from the floor, 33%.
Yeah,
that's atrocious.
I'm not saying he's playing well. He looks old.
Yes,
he looks like
I know you're saying that. I'm illustrating your point for you with statistics. That's what I do. I back you up.
Yeah, he just looks old. Like, listen, the Cavs, I said it all along, they're small. That's actually the other problem. Some of his passes he can't do because the team is so small, the angles are cut off. So that's why that's why he's having turnovers and all that.
Evan Mobley and Jared Allen's big dudes, man.
Jared Allen's 6'9". Are they actually big? And Mobley's Mobley's a light 6'11". He needs more weight to him. He's built more like Kevin Durant, and that's your center. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. It is what it is, man. You know, I need your guys to do what they're supposed to do in the next round because I just don't see it. The Cavs are not getting swept. They'll probably win. They'll probably push it even to 6, but Harden, he would have been perfect on the Rockets, not this team, because that team is big and more athletic. And he would have been the good cop to Durant's bad cop because those young boys look like they couldn't deal with Durant. And this team, they enhance all his worst qualities because they're so passive and so soft themselves. And he's just old. He's just old.
Yeah, it was crazy because now it's reports that Kevin Durant may be moved again. I say, man, KD, this ain't It's not that he didn't play well, but with no Van Fleet, they thought they were going to go without a point guard, and it hurt him big time. And it's not because Kevin Durant, but he's going to get the blame because they gave up so much for him.
Thanks, D. Appreciate the call. Do you want Durant in Detroit?
I would take him, depending on what we're giving up.
What are you giving up for him?
I'm not giving up I'm not giving up a Mark Thompson. I'm giving you picks. I'm giving you picks and Isaiah Stewart. I give you some toughness.
Yeah.
You just said Şengün is the most overrated dude in basketball. All
right, give me Jalen Duren.
No.
We
ain't got no damn center.
Oh, okay. Well, how about you give me Durant? I'll give you Şengün back with him.
Yeah.
And then we work out the money beyond that.
Give me Trey Murphy, man. I'm just gonna go Trey Murphy. Keep it a buck.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Oh, this is something. So we've been talking about the tickets thing, right?
Yeah.
And I should tease this, but I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to make you wait through a break. I'm going to tell you right now what it is because that's me. I want you to have your information when you need to have it. This story came out less than an hour ago. How about this? The Philadelphia 76ers will donate 500 tickets to each remaining home second-round playoff game
that's low
to area community groups in their latest attempt to keep more of their own fans in the building and avoid a takeover by New York Knicks supporters.
That's good.
Their previous strategy was to try through Ticketmaster to geographically limit who could buy the tickets, right? So the Sixers said that 250 frontline medical personnel from Children's Hospital of Philadelphia and Penn Medicine and 250 local educators selected by Learn Fresh and Greater Philadelphia School District and Camden, New Jersey School District would attend Game 3 Friday night.
They want you to feel sorry.
500 mothers and children on Sunday. Now, you know what? I mean, listen, at least they're getting it to the right people.
But come on, man. But they want you to feel sorry for
This is not an altruistic thing that the Sixers are doing.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, they're not doing that because they care. Oh, man. What are they going to do? Go out to the wino shop, get some winos up in there?
Well, I mean, listen, they're giving it to deserving people. I'll give them that. But now you have to literally give away playoff tickets in order to keep the Knicks fans out of your building.
Wow.
That is brutal.
Is this a James Harden thing? Because remember he did that with the Nets.
Did he? What do you mean? Did he give away some tickets?
Yeah, he was begging and reaching out to fans to try and get it so they didn't have to.
I don't remember that specifically.
I do. Wow.
Giving away playoff tickets.
That's crazy.
Listen, I know that the motive is not altruistic. The motive is not to do something amazing for some people who are deserving. At the very least, that's what I would say. At least you're not just giving them away to whoever and any Sixers fans.
I feel
You're making it look good.
Man, I mean, geez, it's not like Philly's some like poor place where they ain't got people that got money because they wouldn't dare do that for the Eagles. They're just letting you know, man, that they don't really care about y'all.
And because if Eagles fans would never let anybody else take over that building in a playoff game, they wouldn't let the people. The thing about the Eagles is they're there no matter what. Like they don't let a lot of other fans in that building. And it doesn't matter what their circumstance is for the particular part of the year. If they're bad, people are still showing up.
But why don't they care about the?
They care about the Sixers. It's just, Bart, it's Eagles 1 in that town, and then everything else.
Then it's the Phillies?
Probably. But, like, if you get a year where the Phillies are bad.
Yeah.
Like, I was there a year that the Phillies were bad. It's Eagles 1, 2, and 3. And everybody else. And they started getting excited about the Sixers because that was the year that Embiid actually started playing.
The MVP? It's crazy.
No, that was when he actually started playing.
Okay.
So
who's the most popular people there? Athletes? Is it the baseball players? Is it like
no? It's any member of the Eagles.
Wow.
By far, Bart. John Dorenbos was the long snapper, and he became a magician. Like that dude will never pay for a beer in his entire life in that city.
Can't be magician.
Like they literally would call up Ike, and this is not me knocking them at all. This is just how they feel about the Eagles. They would call up and say to Ike, "Thank you for your service," as in your service to the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
They meant it. Like listen, you can knock it as a sports town if you want. You can certainly knock it based on this. You cannot knock it when it comes to football. You cannot. That is the craziest fan town I've ever seen when it comes to football. It's not close.
Okay.
And I hate to say that to our friends here, but it's not close. It's not.
Well, you know how the Knicks fans, you know how you can do that? Go take over. Show Carlin is nobody crazier than Knicks fans.
Well, this is the thing. Like they have to give away tickets to keep you out. That's amazing.
That's crazy work, man. And they doing it today.
Yes.
That must mean they've been holding tickets and not selling them because people from out here, our zip codes was trying to buy them. And then they like, no, hell no. Then they're like, man, well, we're going to have a lot of blank places. We can't have blank tickets in front of, there. So the only way we can ensure that New Yorkers don't get it is to give them to somebody.
StubHub, I can get in right now. I can sit in the upper deck on StubHub for $1.90.
See, and
I can sit near mid-court for like $2.15.
Okay, tell me this. What's the best seats available? How can I sit next to Meek Mill? How can I sit next to Meek?
That's going to cost you $5,000.
That's not bad. It was I was looking at tickets for like the Knicks. It was $5,000.
Section 124 row AA, which is not front row. It's like third row, and you can get it 2 tickets together, $5,000 a piece.
That's not bad because I was looking at tickets for the Knicks was $10,000.
Well, yes, that's the Knicks. Like, I don't think you can get into the front row next to Meek. I don't think you can get there. But if you wanted to sit, let's just say you wanted to sit lower level between the baselines, in other words, somewhere near midcourt, there's 2 tickets available right now, center court, for $645 each.
I wonder if you clicked on it. Would it not let you get it because they blocking people from their zip code?
No, listen, that happened with Ticketmaster. They won't do that with StubHub. Like, StubHub doesn't care. Like, at least the Sixers have a relationship with Ticketmaster where they can try to do something like that. But, like, all those other secondary things, StubHub or Ticket.
Yeah, okay, they just want their money.
Huh?
They just want their money.
No, they don't care. They're not holding anybody else from buying those tickets. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't care. 800-919-3776. It's Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. 800-919-3776. That is nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
Hey, New York and New Jersey. Commitment issues? No problem. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 a month forever, as in for life. Switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, you may experience slower speeds. Pay $25 a month as long as you stay on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Mother's Day is coming, and you gotta show love to the mothers in your life. Between my mom and my wife, who is now a first-time mom, I got a lot of appreciation I need to show. So yeah, Mother's Day matters, and you gotta get it right. That's why I'm sending farm fresh flowers from the Books Company. Right now, get 25% off with my code Canty. Books flowers are cut fresh, so you get bigger, brighter blooms that last way longer. They've got incredible flowers. Some are even grown on the side of a volcano. And the best part, Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 55,000 five-star reviews. With 25% off using code Canty, grab flowers for your mom, your wife, and grandma too. Mother's Day is May 10th, so don't wait. Go to Books.com, use code Canty for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com, use code Canty. Books.com, code Canty.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch, Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Chris Canty here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that your fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Evan Cohen here. Game day brings the excitement. Your stay should feel just as memorable. With Marriott Bonvoy, official hotel partner of the NCAA and U.S. Soccer, you're connected to a portfolio of brands designed for how you travel. Some offer complimentary breakfast, others give you room to spread out, space to stay productive, or extended stay comforts. So whether you're a traveling fan or part of the team, Marriott Bonvoy celebrates the moments that live on before and after the game. Marriott Bonvoy, where game day checks in.
It's from Bronx Roots. Fellas, order those tickets for us. I swear I'll Venmo you the loot on arrival to the bus. I ain't trying to get in your wallets. But you've got two better connects. Let's do this. Would you trust him to do that?
Negatory.
Game time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, because when it's game time, it's Tully time. 7 o'clock. We've been saying it all day. Knicks are in Philly. Game 3 Eastern Conference semifinals with the Sixers. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. right here on 880 ESPN New York and the ESPN New York app. 7:40 Yankees in Milwaukee to play the Brewers. And at 9:40 Mets in Arizona facing the Diamondbacks. Coverage begins at 9 on 1050 ESPN, and coverage will continue on 880 ESPN immediately following the Knicks. Tullamore Dew is the original triple distilled, triple blended, triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. All right, we've got some people who've been very patient waiting for us here, Bart. Let's hit Q in Uptown. Is on ESPN New York. Q, what do you got, Big Cat?
Hey, Chef, what's good, brother? How you doing? Bart,
good. Thanks for hanging in with us so long. What's going on?
I love you guys' show. I listen all the time, and Bauer is one of the coolest people ever. He kept me informed the whole time. Great guy. It's all good.
Yeah,
so I got
serial killer, but other than
that. Stupid for that one. 2 points real quick. The Knicks, I really feel like it's a really good idea to knock it out tonight. I'm not too comfortable with Philly being down 2-1. I think tonight's the important game for us to split it. Just because they have a history of coming back, and the longer the series go, the more you learn, and it just sets us up for a little bit of a disaster, God forbid. But I'd rather get this game tonight. It's very important. I was looking at tickets. Too much to handle this week with Mother's Day coming up and everything.
Understood. That's fair.
Yeah,
understood.
So I'm going to leave that one alone. But that being said, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. I got my wife in the car. This is the first time she's on the phone when I'll call in. So I just want to say happy Mother's Day to her and to all the good mothers out there.
Listen, that don't let your ass off the hook now. You know what I'm saying? She appreciates
I'm still trying to get these tickets, Bar. I'm still trying to get these tickets.
Little shout out on the radio doesn't get it done.
Right, she appreciates the gesture. She appreciates the gesture, but come on, son. Don't even, and don't try and make breakfast in the morning either.
You know, son, you got to do it. Much love, guys. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Q.
Our pleasure, man.
Appreciate it, Q. Sunday, same thing, like $180 right now. And
what do you do for Mother's Day? Like when you sitting there, the game's probably gonna come on early. Like do you ask the mother of your children, maybe your girlfriend still or your wife, can you just watch the game and then afterwards you're all hers? Like, well, what do you do?
No, listen, it's a 3:30 situation.
Oh,
so
that's right in the middle. That's right in the middle, though. You can have breakfast.
It depends on what your plans are. Are you doing a brunch? What are you doing? And then, like, Rothenberg was complaining because his wife and his sister-in-law had already made the plans, I think, with their mother.
Yeah.
And it's a 3 o'clock reservation. So he's right in the middle of it.
Oh, but can he get away with having it on his phone because it is on Prime and all that stuff? Can he get away with putting it on his phone?
So here's the thing, okay? How about we just do the right thing here?
How do you do the right thing the wrong way?
I can tell you
the wrong thing the right way.
I can do. See, here's the thing. I can't tell you how to do the wrong thing the right way. I can tell you how to do the right thing the right way in this spot. All you got to do. I mean, with the amount of ability we have to rewatch things if it's on Prime or to watch it immediately, how quickly it goes up on NBA.com or even just to tape it if it's on NBC.
Rewatch.
That's all you do. Go and listen. Even if I'm not one of these guys that you're can't tell me what happened and then I can't watch it.
You're a rewatcher.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're a re-gift. That means you're a re-gifter.
No, I'm not a re-gifter. I'm a re-watcher. In other words, on Sunday, now, keep in mind, I do not have kids, and my mother has passed away, and my mother-in-law is on the West Coast. So my mother responsibilities on Sunday are limited at best. And that means the big fella's looking at 27 holes minimum on the golf course.
Is that how you celebrate that? For that and Father's Day? Like,
listen,
yes.
Because the golf courses are empty on Sunday. Because nobody can go play golf.
Right.
You can't get away with 4 hours of golf. You might get away with 2.5-hour Knick game on the couch where you're there.
Right.
There's no way you're getting away with 4.5 hours of golf on the golf course and not being there. No shot. And this is the best day every year for me. Every year. Because I will go to I can walk on at any course that would normally not have a tee time available for 6 weeks because nobody's out there.
You going to Augusta?
Nobody.
You going to Augusta?
I might. I might jump on a plane and see if I can walk in there. They may not have security working that day. But this is what I do every year. It's my World Series because I don't have kids and I don't have any responsibilities for Mother's Day, and so the golf course opens wide up. Now, Father's Day, you can't go play at all. But Father's Day, I just used to sit back and have a cocktail and say, thanks for doing it so I didn't have to.
Exactly. They crawl so you can fly.
But for right now, though, what I would do, you just go and you do the plans for whatever she wants to do, and for one day a year, you adjust accordingly. That's it. That's it.
But
right?
no, man, this is an important game, man. This is pivotal.
I understand.
If she loves you, she'll understand. Like, I'll get to you later. Like, send her for a Medi Petty spa day, and then when she come back, you're ready.
But honestly, if she knows that no matter what, she's in front of everything else, and that's the message you're sending, that goes a lot further than a spa day. She knows you're buying your way out of having to see her for a few hours so you can go watch your game.
No,
She's no idiot.
The message is, I know how I am, and I don't want to be distracted. I want to give you my full attention. So I'm going to get this over with.
And I can't do that if I have a basketball game on.
Exactly.
See, that's saying that you are not as important as a basketball game. That's what that's saying.
Correct. But listen, not any basketball game, just this one. Just this one, but this one will never be again. So after today, it won't be a basketball game more important to you unless they go to the finals.
Oh, my God.
But it'll never fall on Mother's Day, so you okay.
Listen, all I can tell you is it's an easy thing to do. Just go watch the game later that night or watch it later. And you can,
but you
if you don't want to know what's going on. Listen, let's be truthful. If you don't want to know the score, you can keep yourself from finding out the score. You know who does this still? Hank Azaria does this. He'll do this with regular season Met games where he's got like one of his Springsteen band gigs or something like that.
Yeah.
And he'll tape the Met game and he purposely will not find out what the score of the game is so he can watch it later.
But man,
it's not that hard to do one day.
He got a Devo. What is it? DT? What's it?
TiVo. Everybody's got that thing.
Not a TiVo. The TiVo. Yeah, DVR. He got a DVR.
Everybody's got the DVR now, don't they?
But what if you don't have cable? You screen. All right.
If you don't have cable, you can go buy a single rewatch on the NBA app.
All right.
Just
tell your significant other to keep that same energy when it's Father's Day.
Oh well, listen, that's true. I had a buddy one year that we went to Vegas on Mother's Day weekend. And he did not realize what the implications of that were going to be.
Oh man,
we flew home on Mother's Day.
Yeah, he was on a drought. He was on a drought forever.
It did not go well, and he did not catch any flack in advance of it.
Yeah,
but boy, once that weekend hit, oof.
She wanted to see. She was like, "Let me see if he this dumb. Let me see if he is this damn dumb."
Exactly. I think that's what it was. You know how there are times where you want somebody to try to do something just to see if they are that dumb?
Like, oh my God, girl, he went and he got 3-4 friends that went with him. Nobody said, "Hey man, this might not be a good idea."
I was one of the friends who went with him. No mother, no responsibilities. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467369.
I'm a dog, and my job is to make you happy. So I recommend Optimum Fiber for your home. It's famously fast, way better than flaky 5G home internet, which can slow down the more people or dogs are online. So switch to Optimum Fiber, starting at only $25 a month with a 5-year price lock. Call 888-4-OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. That's 888-4-OPTIMUM. Gus, fetch! I gotta take that. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. Money is on the line. Always say hello with Quo. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
SailGP is the ultimate race on water, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying over 60 miles per hour. Think you know who's taking the win in Bermuda? Make your pick on the ESPN New York app, and you'll be entered to win an exclusive meet and greet with SailGP athletes at their team base at the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix. Make your pick now and get closer to the action with SailGP. SailGP, high speed, high stakes, the ultimate race on water. Landing in New York, May 30th and 31st.
Bart and Carlin, ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. 800-919-3776. Comments coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. A couple of invites for me to go out to Bethpage to go play golf on Sunday. Here's the thing. Listen, I'll go play golf anywhere. You get me to drive to Long Island from New Jersey, and I know you guys feel the same way on Long Island. There's no chance. Like, just ask me to go to Pittsburgh to play golf or Cleveland. You got a better chance of me going than sitting in traffic on the Belt Parkway. It's just no shot. There's no shot whatsoever. I appreciate it. It's lovely to have the invitation, but it's not happening. 800-919-3776. Cesar Santos, Bart, I want bum-ass Embiid to play. I think Embiid's going to play tonight. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Wouldn't you?
I would. I mean, I think he has to come back and try and play the hero in his own movie. So I think he definitely shows up and gets it done. At least attempts. He has at least attempted. I mean, he's back. After having an appendectomy. Surgery. Yeah, close enough. Yeah, he deserves a lot of credit for that, to get him past Boston. I mean, he was tremendous in Boston. I think he comes back and tries to at least put pressure, especially with no OG, put pressure on Towns to stay out of foul trouble. You know what I mean? And who knows what the health of Mitchell Robinson is. What do you have, like a 24-hour stomach virus? Like, what the hell is wrong with him?
I think Mitchell Robinson had a case of load management the other night. Once Embiid was out, I think it was, you know what? Probably don't need to play him. Why would we, if that's the case?
Gotcha.
I think, at least. That's my opinion. I don't know that that's true. But when they said just illness, like, okay. It's not like Embiid where it's hand, foot, and mouth disease, or any of those other things. Is that just, did we establish, is that just a kid's disease that the parents get from, kids?
Maybe it comes from the kid, but it got to be a virus that anybody can get.
I would think. I don't know. But the only people I've ever heard of getting it is Noah Syndergaard, and kids and parents. That's it. 800-919-3776. Frank Syosset next, ESPN New York. Francois, what's up, baby?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Bart. If you speak to Anunoby, tell him not to buy a white Bronco. Your partner there.
Yeah, he tried to kill him. Yeah. You don't want to get him pulled over, man. Don't
buy a white Broncos. No.
And tell him don't hang out with A.J. Brown.
Right. Guys, can I lay something on the table before you, with regards to the Knicks? And then, Chris, this transformation you were saying of the team, this heightened level that they're playing at. What do you think? John Starks a couple of days ago said this is a very intelligent team. He said it's a very smart basketball team. And if you remember, Shaq, he also he lectured Karl Anthony Towns a month or so ago.
Yeah.
Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe it doesn't. I'd like to get your take on that. But as far as I would play it safe tonight too, Bob. You said it's not a must-win game. I would sit him. Let him sit. Let him get well. They got to hit his count, as they say in baseball. 2-0. They got to hit his count. It's not a must-win. Let him sit. Let him get well. Thanks, guys.
Appreciate the call. I would not play him tonight, and the only way I would play him in the next 2 days is if they lose tonight. And honestly, I do expect them to probably lose tonight. I mean, maybe that's a little bit
if they lose
on my part. But
does how they lose matter?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't want to put them in a situation on Sunday where the Sixers have a great chance to get this even at 2-2. I need to get one of these two games. I need to go home 3-1 up. Because if it's 2-2, then we're going 7, then it's a whole nother deal, right?
Yeah. You don't want to – listen, you don't want to play with your food. You're the better team. Act like it. Take care of business. Be professional. If it goes a gentleman's sweep at 5, then so be it. But you got to take care of business for sure.
How about Tessa? She's with us, ESPN New York. Tessa, what's going on?
Hey, guys, thanks so much for taking my call. I just needed a little bit of time. Thank you to the sports god, for my, Yankees winning yesterday because, I'm so happy for all the Knicks fans. I'm so happy for everything that's going on with them. Happy even for Bart for Detroit, but I'm ready to bash my head with my Lakers. Like, I feel like I'm salty. I feel like the refs are baby cheating. The refs are baby cheating. And I just don't understand what's going on.
Listen, Tessa,
Carlin,
you might be getting host, but you got to admit one thing. There is nothing more annoying than seeing J.J. Redick complain about anything.
Right.
Oh, he's he's out of control. Like, he's like Mighty Mouse on the sideline. But I do want to just say this to Carlin because I know Bart is going to hate. Carlin, you got to admit, LeBron is playing like he has unicorn blood. Like, he's just playing like he's magic.
Tessa,
like,
he might have unicorn blood. It might be a new thing they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah, or Balco.
I'm serious. Right, I'm serious because
I know.
I'm just saying, like, I just want people to just – even haters, just to really witness this. This guy is amazing.
He is amazing. And I don't think we ever will fully understand the greatness of like we understood the greatness of Jordan in the middle of Jordan because he never lost when he got the chances to go to the finals, right?
Oh, so he's
I don't think that we will understand the greatness of LeBron until we don't have him anymore.
That's what I'm saying. He's better than any of the other old guys. You know what I'm saying? Durant, Steph, all of them. And it's just like I think people take for granted what this man is doing. He's playing better than at least like half of the NBA guys, half his age. Like he's out there getting it. If Luka was there, this would be way more of a competitive series. But this man is still balling out here. Like I just be looking at the games like this is insane, and I just be thinking like, and I know Bart's hating, but you know what I mean? Like this man is amazing. Bart, you got to admit that.
Yes, Tessa, are you going to go get a Cleveland Cavaliers jersey next year?
Stop it! I already have one. Stop saying that, Bart. He's not leaving. Carly, see how Bart was trying to get me? Stop it, Bart.
Tessa, it is 100% that he's leaving. They did not sign him. This is Luka Doncic's team because Luka Doncic is a better player than LeBron.
So
absolutely right now he is, but I guarantee you if Luka and Reeves was playing, we still would be down 0-2. We need all three. That's the only way we can even compete against them. We would need all three. So even if Luka was playing right now, Bart, think about this, Bart Carlin. If Luka was playing, just him and Reeves, they would be doing the same thing that LeBron and Reeves are doing right now. They need all three. He needs a third. Luka can't do it by it was him and Kyrie in Dallas. He needs a third. They need three.
You know what's crazy?
You have to have a power two, or your bench have to be dynamic, and that's what's going on. Well, OKC, their bench is no joke.
Tessa, do you think that Jeannie Buss and the upper brass regret maybe having LeBron because the only championship he has is the bubble one? He couldn't even bring him a championship in a regular season.
No, I think I don't think they regret that at all. What I think is that it's a lot of players in the NBA that are haters and they don't want to play with LeBron because they feel like all the attention will be on him. But LeBron is the ultimate teammate. He is remember he used to get his balls bust for that because he passed too much. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I think it is. I think nobody wanted to play with him.
Yeah, way to help your team out by having your son come in. Yeah, that's a spot. Appreciate it. Way to help the team out. Way to contribute to winning. We got to play Bronny 5 minutes or LeBron pouts.
I don't think that they regret bringing LeBron in. I
mean, he didn't necessarily bring more money to him.
They have hit the end of the road, and they know it.
Yeah, but he didn't necessarily bring too much money to him. Like the LeBron.
Oh, I'm sure they made a lot of money with LeBron.
They was going to make money regardless because, like,
I know they're the Lakers, but I'm sure it brought it to another level.
I don't know. Like he brought in Anthony Davis, then one of them traded. Brought in remember the first iteration of all the players he brought. They got rid of all their young players for him, and it didn't work out. He only got one championship, one finals appearance too.
What is your faith level in Mikal Bridges tonight if OG does not play? And should they even bother playing OG this evening? Bart Carlin, Game 3 tonight, ESPN New York.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, then you need a lawyer who knows New York's unique personal injury and workers' compensation laws. At the Parisman Firm, they have decades of experience handling all types of accident cases and a proven track record of delivering huge results. Their team has already recovered nearly $1 billion for injured New Yorkers. From construction to car accidents and slips and falls, they've got you covered. Call the Parisman Firm now at 718-WORKERS, where your case is their cause. Get the justice you deserve today.
The NBA playoffs are in full swing, and with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, your winnings get a boost every single day, all playoffs long. Bet player props, bet live, from the opening tip to the final possession. Every bucket, every dime, every clutch takeover matters. And DraftKings Sportsbook keeps boosting you all the way through. All DraftKings customers can enjoy a profit boost every single day throughout the playoffs. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WHSQ to claim your profit boost. That's code WHSQ IQ to get a boost every day of the NBA playoffs. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. 21 plus, New York only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. One profit boost per customer per day. NBA playoff bets only. Bet restrictions apply and vary when offered. Max bet and boost vary. Boost only applies to winnings and expires at the end of the last NBA game each day. See terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
Rich Eisen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payments sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
In sports, the tape never tells the whole story. Hiring is no different. AI can make candidates look like an MVP on paper, so knowing the person and the skills behind the resume matters. That's where Robert Half changes the game. Our recruiters combine their expertise with award-winning AI to evaluate skills and fit quickly. Learn how we can find you specialized talent in finance, accounting, technology, and more. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
The Knicks.
Fadeaway jumper. He buried it. Jalen Brunson with 2 clutch jumpers.
The 76ers.
4 to shoot Bridges. Foul line. Step back. 20-footer. Got it. Mikal Bridges. A step back jumper over Oubre.
The Eastern Conference semifinals.
The Knicks took Philly's strongest punch here in Game 2. And with a 108-102 victory, have taken Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tonight at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app. ESPN New York, now streaming live on YouTube. Subscribe today and watch the show. WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. Bart Scott.
What the hell?
Chris Carlin.
Take a hike. We're good.
This is Bart and Carlin.
Buckle your chin strap. We about to bang.
On ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
We absolutely rolling today. It is noon on Bart and Carlin on ESPN New York, on the ESPN New York YouTube channel, where you can go watch the show. You can comment. We get your comments in the live chat. Haywood Wong, it's the Sour Hour. I don't know why it would be the Sour Hour, but I do know that at noon on a Friday, it must be what?
The Power Hour, 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 the non-sour hour. It's the Power Hour, because it's effing Fridays, baby. And I get to do what Rihanna would do.
What's
or
that?
what Dennis Rodman would do. I think I like that one better. What would the worm do?
Do I want to ask the question? Do I want to answer the question? Do I want to even ask? Do I want to know the answer?
Burrow deep.
The answer is no, I didn't. Hey, programming alert. Tonight, the Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 o'clock. Game 3 of the Knicks and Sixers can be heard at 8 on 880 ESPN New York, starting at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. Good job by the Mets. While the Knicks are in the playoffs, making sure that they are helping out with getting the Knicks as much exposure as they can, because things are going really well right now, with the exception of the OG Anunoby injury, but it doesn't sound like it's all that serious. The news came out yesterday. Shams had at first that it is a mild hamstring strain, and they officially listed him as day-to-day. As far as tonight's concerned, we do not know as of yet, but Stephen Bondi of the New York Post said that the injury is, quote, very minor, and the Knicks are not all that concerned about it. Bart, up 2-0, going into Philly with a chance to step on their neck. Do you play him tonight, OG Anunoby, considering what he has been in these playoffs?
I don't. I don't think anybody in their right mind would play him right now, understanding the implications or the ramifications if he was to re-injure that thing. It could be something like a Luger thing where you lose him for the entire postseason. So you definitely don't want that to happen. So, in my opinion, you see if your team that is supposed to be the true definition of the team, we always talk about the next man up. Well, the next man up is Bridges, and Bridges got to get it done. So I think that's really what it comes down to. Now, does it get more interesting if you go, if Philly's able to get one, and then you have to say, hey, we can't go back 2-2, and you try and push them? OG's going to have to be very honest about what's going on. And he's going to have to be – you can't just try and play a hero and say, hey, I'm going to do this because, I want to be the hero in my own movie. You got to make sure that you're able to say, you know what, I'm going to be honest. And if I have to, the best thing is being a guy that's out and trusting your teammates. Then you do that. Sometimes you can hurt yourself. Ben Roethlisberger style, always trying to be the hero.
Well, exactly. I personally would not put him out there tonight. I don't think there's a need to. But if they lose tonight, I am not going to hesitate to play him on Sunday. I will have at that point gotten him a couple of days rest. I got a chance to play him on Sunday to go up 3-1 to go home. I'm not messing around with that because that, at the very least, means that I have wrapped up my series by Tuesday. At the very that I have an opportunity to wrap up my series by Tuesday, I should say. And the earliest that the conference finals could start would be May 17th. That means I got at least 5 days off before I have to get him back out there, and that gives me a good chance to get him a rest if I can wrap it up in 5. I'm trying to get it over with as soon as I can. That does not mean tonight, though. And I do think the Sixers will win tonight. They are 1.5-point favorites, which is a little bit nuts to me considering the Knicks were just 10.5-point favorites at home. After the Embiid news came out the other day that he wasn't going to play in Game 2, that number went from 7.5 to 10.5. And now they're operating under an assumption, I think, that Embiid's going to play tonight and that OG is not going to play. Plus, it's a road game. All of that being the case, I think that Embiid playing tonight puts the Sixers obviously in a very good spot. But if the Knicks could ever find a way to pick him off, which I think they actually could win tonight without OG, if Bridges plays at the level that he has in this series, then all of a sudden you have an amazing opportunity to get a lot of rest for OG.
And that's the important. Take care of business, right? So who's going to step up? Who's going to be that unsung hero? That's really what it's all about. I'm sure, more shots for Brunson. Let's see if Cat can stay out of foul trouble. That's what concerns me.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Cat get in foul trouble, more pressure on Bridges to score, doesn't have the ability to use Karl Anthony Towns as an outlet because he's on the bench. Hart's not, injured with the thumb a little bit. What happens with there? So that's really what concerns you, right? It's the butterfly effect. When you lose somebody, then you got to try and replace not only his offense because he's been putting up 24, 25 points a game. It's his defense and the defensive rotation, and the rotation's all together. And knowing that Philly and Maxi's probably going to go crazy, and the Joel Embiid, if he is injured, he's going to get a jolt from the energy in there with that crowd. So, get ready. And Philly has to feel encouraged. Like, listen, we were right there at the end of last game. And we were right there. The game was there for us to be had. It was the tie game, and we made bad plays. We didn't close properly.
Let's hit it, 800-919-3776, because all of this then becomes about Mikal Bridges and the level of trust in him. Can he now step into this spot with actual pressure on him in a game like tonight and deliver the way that OG has? He has played exceptionally well in this series so far, and I think he's more than capable. We've seen him play well as we did against the Celtics last year. But this I think would go a long way with Knicks fans who get frustrated with him during the regular season. If you continue to be the guy that shows up during the playoffs but not during the regular season, they'll live with that. They will absolutely live with that. And if he can help take them to that next round by doing everything that OG normally does, and maybe not quite at the same level, but not that far off, and McBride can help as well. Boy, I think that will go a long way with Knicks fans.
I mean, I think, listen, he got a pass. He got a pass last year. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he showed up and played good enough defense against Boston, and good enough defense against the Pistons. Right, he got a contract off of him. Not because he was great all season. We gave him a pass, and we thought that he's the one that got Tibbs fired. We thought maybe him complaining about his role because we didn't understand. Like, we was like, this ain't what we signed up for. This ain't what we pay all those draft picks for. We thought, hey, so we made it about Tibbs and not about maybe him, and maybe this is just who he is. Not everybody can shine amongst other great players. Some people can only shine when they are the best player there. Not everybody can fit in and be a dog amongst other alpha dogs. You know what I mean?
Other comments coming in on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. Let's see here. Javi checking in. Trust the whole team. No individual focus here. It doesn't have to do with just one of the players when we're talking about Bridges in this spot. No, I get what he's saying. I would just point out that it is a big situation for Bridges to step into. He's capable of doing it, but I think we know as a whole he has not been the player that we expected him to be, which was the player that we saw in Phoenix a few years ago. He has not been that guy.
It's been a lot longer than a few years ago, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we keep saying, like it was yesterday. He's been with the Knicks 2 years. He was with them. It's been like 3-4 seasons.
3 seasons, yeah.
A lot can happen. A lot can happen in that period of time.
All right, let's hit the calls. People have been loaded up on this for a while at 800-919-3776. Let's hit Alex in the car up next. ESPN New York. Alex, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Good. You're feeling good tonight, Alex. What do we got?
Great. Okay, so 2 things. 1, I have had hand, foot, and mouth, which is called coxsackie.
Yes, that's right. I forgot that's what it's called.
We'll run with that.
What a horrible, horrible name for a disease.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you. Your hands and your feet burn like no tomorrow. It is terrible.
Your hand and your feet burn?
Yeah, it's basically like chicken pox, but it covers your hands and your feet. And it feels like your hands are on fire. It's awful.
Oh, my God. That does sound awful.
Yeah.
Who was the culprit? Who got you? Who caught you slipping?
Who caught me slipping? No, it was just my son when he got his.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
2.5. Okay, so here's what I want to ask. We signed Jeremy Sohan. He's just been, a cheerleader with Pom Pom? He's not great offensively, but he's a pretty good defensive player. So why are we not putting him in?
I mean, listen, maybe he'll be a bigger factor tonight if OG's not playing.
And we'll see Shamet maybe.
I would think, is Landry Shamet going to make a difference? Like, I'm not a Landry Shamet guy.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, Sohan's 6'9". He's the same size as OG.
No, I get that.
I mean, he was brought in here to be the defensive stopper, and remember what Cade did to him. I think that's what put him on the bench. Like, he tried to give him a hug, and Cade shoved him. Like, I think that took his powers. He lost an Infinity Stone.
This is a guy that not that long ago was a pretty high draft pick, right? So let's not get too nuts on what he has done and hasn't done, because it's not all that long ago. For Sohan, what was Sohan when he was picked? What was he picked overall? First round, he was the 9th pick in the draft by the Spurs, and that was in 2022. That's not that long.
4 years ago.
Yeah, it's not that long ago.
He should be hitting his prime. And remember, he decided to come to the Knicks. He had other choices.
Yeah,
he asked to be released.
He's still only 22 years old.
How the hell do you think he feel? He asked to be released, and his team probably about to go to the championship.
That's a tough one to take. Alberto, Miami, next, ESPN New York. Alberto, what's up?
Hey, guys, how are you?
What do you got?
All right, so I called the other day. We were talking about Paul George, right? And they finally played the Paul George playbook. But now we got Embiid coming back. And just want to make a quick comment in between. This isn't really going to be a home game for Philly. All the Knicks fans are going to show up. It's going to be another home game. That's an away game for the Knicks.
Are you going?
Even if it's not a home game
No,
for the
I'm
Knicks,
not going, but there was a report yesterday I was reading.
I know all about it. I'm saying even if it's not a home game for the Knicks, it's not going to be a home game for the Sixers. That's clear.
That's for sure. So I think the Sixers fans are already waving the white flag, sold their tickets. Knicks fans are coming in heavy. But the point I was trying to make, anyway, Embiid's coming back. So what is your perspective? Because I remember I called a couple days ago. I was like, hey, nobody's talking about Paul George. So what if they run this offense again through Paul George and just use Embiid as like a bait? like I said, second option scoring. What do you guys? Maxi's just gonna do his thing. Maxi's just a wild card. But what do you guys think of that? Just using Paul George and Embiid as bait and switch. I think that's gonna, especially hopefully Mitchell plays today. Because if not, we're done. But with this game, it's not going to be a good game for us.
What do you think that he's? Thanks, Alberto. What do you think that he's really capable of at this point? Paul
Project
George.
P.
Yeah.
Like Tobias Harris, he's able for 25 to 30.
25 to 30.
He did it. He did it last series. He can be a high volume scorer at times.
Against the Celtics, his best game, he had 23 on 8 of 17 shooting. I mean, I don't know that I can run an offense through Paul George at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if they get double digits on him, everything's going to be ran through Maxey.
Yeah, I don't. I think Paul George is capable of winning a game for you in this series.
You got to get 30. You got to get 30 from Maxey. You got to get 20 from Paul. You got to get 20 from Ekcom, and then you probably have to get maybe 10 or 12 and great Josh Hart stat line from Oubre. And then
you're
Joel
taking Embiid out of the mix here?
Well, Joel Embiid got to give a efficient 18-12 or something like that, 18-12 and 3. And then that's how you get to about 104. It got to be a game like that. It got to be a 104 or less, I think, for Philly to kind of muck it up.
Gilberto in the truck. Gilberto, what's up, baby?
What's up, my guys? Yo, Bart, didn't I tell you, man, we're going to see you in the finals?
Do you want to see us in the finals? Is that really what you want?
Of course I do. Of course I do. We spoke about this before. Everybody else might not be bringing you the smoke, okay? You might be talking about Morant when you were down 3-1 and wishful thinking. I was surprised at that thinking, Bart.
No, we
because
still
I know
want.
You didn't think. I know Detroit wasn't going to lose to Orlando, even down 3-1. And you could see it in the games. Orlando barely could close out the games, man.
No, I think Franz Wagner. I think Franz Wagner had a lot to do with the fact that the Pistons went to the next round.
Honestly, I think they would have figured Franz out. But check this out, Carlin. What's up with Dylan Jones? What's up with Ariel Pacaporti? Pacome Dadiet? These are all big guys. Trey Jemison. Kevin McCullough was giving them games. He had a decent game for the Knicks during the season, a couple of decent games when they put him in garbage time. You know what I'm saying? These guys got to step up.
Can I ask a question?
That's all.
I appreciate the call. But let me ask just a general question, Bart. We're talking about Huck Porty. We're talking about Jeremy Sohan.
He got in the game.
They've won 5 in a row. What are we talking about here?
Listen, they will try and put the pressure on anybody but Bridges. That's basically what it is. They're like, hey, let's get other people to help. We don't need – let's just Bridges do what he's been doing.
Is that as much as people just not valuing him and thinking he can handle this?
I think he can score. I think he can come back. Let's see what his shot attempts will do, his efficiency.
A couple of the other comments coming in. Embiid needs Jobu.
You got to sacrifice a 12-piece of chicken, man. Extra crispy.
Embiid will be slow by the third quarter, only a matter of time at this point. And this is from Bronx Roots. If they decide to pick and roll Embiid with Sohan's man, trust and believe Sohan would hit Embiid in the gut with a hell of a lot harder than Bridges.
Oh, yeah. He is a physical dude. He does bring a little level of physicality. But it'd be interesting because this gives Mike Brown the opportunity to show us that he can devise a game plan and put Bridges in the best case scenario to feel comfortable. So this is great. You want to have that adversity because what if you lose OG because of foul trouble? Or what if you lose a player? You need to be able to adjust on your toes. You got a whole game to know that you're going to be without OG. Let's see what adjustments that Mike Brown can do with all the depth and talent. We talk about how deep this team was. He played a lot of these guys, so that means he has confidence in these guys. So let's see. Maybe it is Deuce. Maybe it is a little bit of Shaman. Maybe it is a little bit of Sohan. Maybe it is a little bit of a Haka Porter. But let's see how his rotations change, and let's see how good he can be in adjustments, which is what people always get concerned and say he struggles with.
Sail GP is the ultimate race on water, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying at over 60 miles an hour. You think you know who's taking the win in Bermuda? Well, make your pick on the ESPN New York app, and you're going to be entered to win an exclusive meet and greet with Sail GP athletes at their team base at the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix. Make your pick now. Get closer to the action with Sail GP. Sail GP, high speed, high stakes. Ultimate race on water. Landing in New York, May 30th and 31st. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York. There's one more question I've been meaning to pose because we need to revisit it a little bit after every couple of games, I think. Has Mike Brown now distinguished himself a little bit more to you in this series since he's been going up against a guy like Nick Nurse who's already won a championship?
Nah. I mean, he has a much better team. I think next series.
Do you trust him yet? Do you trust him as your coach yet?
I trust him, but I don't know how much better he is in Tibbs. And really, that's the measuring stick that we have. Like, can he get us farther than Tibbs? Same team, so to speak. Maybe a easier path. Because it is no, like, I think last year, I mean, just the fanatic way in which the Pacers played was just bad for that personnel. You know what I mean? They were relentless. They did not care. They didn't let up. And eventually I think the legs from the Knicks just were gone. It's no team like that. So I don't know even if he gets us to the Eastern, if he gets us to the finals, I don't even know if that means that he's done a better job than Tibbs. Because I think the way that the Pacers play is just unique to the Eastern Conference, all to speak.
I think it's really interesting to watch how he navigates this over the next couple of days. Like if they steamroll through tonight or if they win tonight and they're doing it without OG and Embiid's on the floor, I think it's going to go a long way toward Mike Brown too. Like because would you think that Brown or Nick Nurse is the better coach?
Right now, you got to think that Nick Nurse is the better coach.
I would think so, too.
Mike Brown has a history, and it hasn't always been good as a head coach. He'll remind you that he won 4 championships as an assistant.
But that doesn't – I'm sorry. I understand that that's an achievement for assistant coaches, but, like, that's – don't point to your resume on that.
Yeah, because you know what that means?
That means
you're qualified to be an assistant coach. Doesn't mean that you've had prowess and distinguished yourself as a head coach.
It means you're qualified to have a chance to be a head coach.
Exactly.
That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you're qualified as a championship head coach. Charlie is in Austin, Texas, next on ESPN New York. Chuck, what do you got for me?
Gentlemen, how we doing today? Entertaining show as always.
Appreciate that.
Just a quick happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So
we should say that, issue. And I know I was joking earlier about this, about Mother's Day being the best day of the year for me because the golf course is open. But I would say this. To all the mothers out there, thank God for you. Because, Bart, I mean, what the hell would we be? We literally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the mothers in the world.
That is true. But it is the father seeds that does all the work.
Good luck having your Sunday.
True indeed, both of you. True indeed. Here's my issue. I'm a truck driver, so I drive every day. I listen to you guys every day, the morning show, the after show. And one thing, even the callers that call in, the Knicks fans, the one thing that I just don't hear is a 4-0 sweep. Is there something I don't know that y'all know? Because I, as a longtime Knicks fan suffering for years, I think that there's no reason why we can't sweep Philadelphia in this series, regardless of the injury. Either way, I just think that throughout the years, they haven't had our number, and I think this could be the year we sweep 4-0. Is there anything that I should know to not think that?
Well, just how difficult it is to sweep any team because of desperation and, you know, I mean, that would say a lot about the Knicks. If they swept them, I think that would put people on note like, whoa. They got a killer instinct. They on the groove because that would give them what 6 or 7 games in a row.
That would be 6 in a row, or 7 in a row if they sweep them. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, that would say, man, they're hitting on all cylinders. That's what it would suggest.
Listen, if they're going to roll through Philadelphia and sweep them, I would not be feeling great if I were you. If they're just going to absolutely torment them.
I mean, I think it'd be some real. Yeah, I think a close. Even because they beat Boston, it'd be a deep dive taken in Philadelphia to lose like that.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm talking about you as a Pistons fan. I would not feel good if that team steamrolls them and has won 7 in a row going into the conference final against you.
I'm sorry. How many games have the Pistons won in a row?
Also 5. Also 5.
Yeah. So what are we talking about?
5. Yeah.
No, 5. They won. They were down 3-1. Yeah.
Yep. No, they have. You're right.
I counter with, what if we do it?
That's fair. I think we would both agree, even though the standings would say what they would say. The Sixers are a better team than Cleveland. No.
Joel Embiid is on. He got no epileptic, no pancreas or whatever the hell they took out.
Appendix.
Appendix.
He got messed up ankle, messed up side. Come on, man. And they not a deep team. How's that more impressive than playing, Mobley, Harden?
Mobley had 1 rebound
Mitchell,
last night.
Jared Allen.
Mobley seems to need reminders about how much talent he has.
I got it. Schroeder. He was former defense player. Schroeder. I think this series is showing how deep. See, the Magic were so big that guys like Holland and guys like Reed didn't really play that much. But now you see that even when Asur Thompson goes out, that Holland's a pit bull too. Detroit just got a bunch of dogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Get that dog in me, boy. You don't know what you about to find out.
Programming alert, today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. And Game 3, Knicks-Sixers will be heard on 880 ESPN New York starting at 6 p.m. All games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app. You got the Michael K. Show coming up here in just a little bit. You got Don Hahn and Rosenberg this afternoon. You got Bart Carlin with you on ESPN New York.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game. 21 plus and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
The New York City Department of Correction offers countless career opportunities, from specialized units to leadership roles that support public safety and change lives for the better. It starts with one step: registering for the New York City Correction Officer exam. Earn over $109,000 after just 5.5 years. Benefits on day one, job security, pension at any age after 22 years of service. Go to nyc.gov/joinDOC or search Join DOC. One career, many opportunities. Register today to take the test.
Hi, this is Don LaGreca. Just like the New Jersey Devils protect their home ice, Viking Pest Control protects your home. And I know because I use Viking at my own place. As the pest control provider and proud partner of the New Jersey Devils, Viking brings 45 years of trusted experience and expert service to keep ants, cockroaches, stinging insects, rodents, and even mosquitoes out of your zone. Their local team builds a personalized game plan that actually works. And when you bundle pest control and mosquito services, you score big savings. One call, one company, total peace of mind. Visit VikingPest.com. Protecting your home inside and out.
At City Harvest, we believe no New Yorker has to go hungry. With your help, we're on the road 365 days a year, rescuing over 77 million pounds of nutritious food and delivering it free to millions of New Yorkers, transforming surplus food into sustenance, sustainability, and smiles, rallying thousands of New Yorkers to power a network of nourishment across our city. One day, one meal, and one New Yorker at a time. That's how we feed good.
Prizes, flyaways, even
Cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNNewYorkContests.com.
That's ESPNNewYorkContests.com. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
And he doesn't have a home phone. You don't have a home phone either?
Oh, no. I do have into my bill the home line figured in. I just don't have it.
That feels lazy.
Yeah.
Why would you not?
Why?
Well, for the same reason. Your phone's
Some
not
ask
configured.
why,
Others ask why not.
Right. Thanks, Socrates.
Oh, that was so funny.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
Are you Ed McMahon now? Yeah. I'm everybody I want to be, and even more.
Morning Start with DiPietro and Rothenberg. Weekdays from 6 to 10 on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
Michelle Smallman here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app and share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required. Not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
Less than 4 in 10 kids aged 6 through 12 are playing sports regularly. 4 in 10 kids? Let it sink in. Just 4 in 10 kids. ESPN is building a nationwide coalition powered by Disney called Take Back Sports, with the purpose of training more coaches, expanding access, and creating community-driven sports programming that puts kids and fun first. We're working on that story. We hope you'll join us.
Visit takebacksports.org to learn more.
My friends, Sail GP, ultimate race on water, where international teams go head-to-head in F-50 catamarans flying over 60 miles per hour. You think you know who's taking the win in Bermuda? Well, make your pick on the ESPN New York app, and you'll be entered to win an exclusive meet and greet with Sail GP athletes at their team base at the Mubadala New York Sail Grand Prix. Make your pick now. Get closer to the action with Sail GP. Sail GP, high speed, high stakes, the ultimate race on water, landing in New York on May 30th and 31st. Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, and on the ESPN New York YouTube channel. So, maybe hang out with us over there as well. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. I'll get a couple of those comments in here. Bart, this is on the Cavs series with the Pistons from Kenneth Smith. I see the Cavs splitting at home, Harden and Mitchell not coinciding.
Yeah, and remember, it was all farts and giggles. Everybody was like, oh, they put them up as like one of the teams, like the eyes to win the East. They put them up there pretty high. And everything looked good to Harden, but people forgot that he gets his playoff is not. He's not playoff P, like especially closeout games. Harden traditionally has sucked. I think he has like 25 games or something like that where he has more turnovers than field goals or something like that.
It's amazing.
Which is a high sample size.
It was 20. I think it was 29 career playoff games.
Yeah,
where that was the case. 29. Think about that.
Most of those are
more
game sixes and
turnovers
sevens
than
too.
Field goals. Where he's got that as his. I mean, how do you justify that as an all-time great player?
And you talk about defense. No defense. Like Cade is it's a joke.
None. I mean, who's worse defensively, Harden or Brunson?
Harden or Brunson? Harden is at least tall. So he can, but his meter is totally different.
I have never seen a player weaponize laziness better than James Harden.
Remember the fat man suit?
Oh, my God. Nobody's better at it. To get what they want, nobody's better at it. 800-919-3776, 800-919-ESPN. And again, this is a story that we need to point out for a second time. The Sixers, because they are concerned, and they won't say it's because, but because they are concerned about the amount of Knick fans that will be in the building tonight and for Game 4, are giving away 500 tickets to local people who work in a hospital, people who work in teachers, boys and girls clubs, mothers on Sunday for part of the, to show some goodwill. But they announced it today that they're doing it for tonight and for Sunday in a continued effort to keep Knick fans out of the building. But, I mean, there's going to be, if you had to guess a percentage of Knick fans in the building tonight, what would you think?
20%.
I put that number more like 35.
35, so out of what, a 200, 20,000?
20,000 roughly, yeah.
So you're saying you think it's going to be about
I'm saying there
700?
could be about 7,500 Knick fans there tonight. 7,000 Knick fans there tonight.
Okay. That's
a big number. I know that, but it is
that
crazy.
can be loud. That Joel Embiid might go back to Cameroon for that one.
Let's hit Fran in Connecticut next. ESPN New York. Franny, what's up, baby?
Hey, Chris and Bart. Good to talk to you guys. I love you guys. Just disagree a little bit on your take on Bridges. So
okay.
If you give me a minute, I'd like to give you my point of view. So Bridges, he's a very good player, and I think the fans and you guys devalue him just because of the draft picks that he was exchanged for. And I think if we look at him as a player, he's a winner. He won it at Villanova, 2 championships, was a key member. I think of that last year when he was a senior. He played in the NBA Finals with the Suns, played great with them. And, with the Knicks, he came here to be a 3-and-D. I mean, that's what he came here for. It wasn't supposed to be the first or second or third option. When they traded for him, they had Randall. He was going to be the fourth option, OG, Brunson, Randall. He's doing his job. Now, as far as the draft picks, I think
back up a second. He's doing his job right now. You have to admit, he has not had a great year, and he has not been anywhere near the player that they thought they were getting. I don't need him to be the number 2 option.
Okay. I disagree. I think this year he was much better defensively than last year. I mean, I was a stat coach when I coached in college back in the 90s, but I'm not now. But his metrics are improved. He's averaging close to a block a game, a steal, more than a steal a game. So this season, offensively, he wasn't great. Defensively, he was very good. In the playoffs, he wasn't great the first few games. He's been exceptional the last 4 games. So I do think he's doing the job he was brought here for, not the job of somebody that they gave up 6 picks for. But let's look at those picks. They're not worth anything. 3 of them are gone already. There was 2 number 1s last year and a number 2. The Knicks didn't want those picks because I'm not a cap guy, but because of the way their cap was structured, they didn't really want to bring in a couple first-rounders and have to guarantee them money, and they weren't going to play. So those picks are gone anyway, and they're not worth a bag of donuts. But
what we're saying is not the fact that we value the pick; it's that we decided to use those assets for him, and is he truly worth it? I mean, the same criticism that Rudy Gobert gets for giving up 5 picks for Rudy Gobert. Like, is he really worth that plus the payment? Because you could have used that for somebody else. Would you much rather have a Trey Murphy? Would you much rather have a Lauren Marketing? Would you much rather have another player? DeMarco, the Murray kid that went to Atlanta, that's now with the Pelicans. Would you rather have them? So it's not that he's not. The picks weren't valuable. It's what it was an asset that you had, and it's what you decided to spend it on was him. And do you think it's worth it?
Bart, do you played hoops? I played a lot of hoops. I'm 59 now, but if you went down to the park and Bridges was on the playground, I'm not saying with regular players. I'm saying with all the NBA players that he's on with the Knicks and against the Pistons, let's say. Wouldn't you pick Bridges? Wouldn't you say, I want that guy on my team because he wins games?
Yeah, but would you rather have Bridges? Would you rather have Bridges for the money, or would you rather have Drew Holiday?
Forget the money. It's like
Well,
the Daniel Jones
you can't
argument,
forget
too.
the money. No,
I mean,
and thanks for the call, Fran. I have given you more than enough time. And I understand where you're coming from on this. 5 picks is a lot of picks. That's a lot of picks.
No matter if they turned out to be nobody. They could have turned out to be Draymond Green. They could have turned out to be a lot of second-round draft picks. There's been players that have been picked at every level.
What you decided was that Bridges was worth the 5 picks. It was worth paying the Knicks-Nets tax for that player, right?
Right.
Probably would have been 3 to 4 picks somewhere else. And then it's not just like the contract doesn't even start until next year. And he's signed through 2030.
Right.
At $41 million that last year.
Does he make more than Jimmy Butler? Would you rather have Jimmy Butler on the Knicks?
I don't know if he makes more than Jimmy Butler right now. He's gonna, the average of this contract is going to be 37.5 for him. Jimmy Butler is making 56. Yeah, he had a 2-year deal somewhere around $115 million.
Okay.
Something like that. So, but listen, I would rather Jimmy Butler. I would rather have than Bridges. There's no question.
Right. I'm trying to think about the 3-D guys.
He'll be a pain in the ass, but I'd still rather have him.
Yeah, he probably smacked the hell out of Cat. Like, remember what I did to you in Minnesota? This ain't nothing.
It'll be something would happen. That would not go smoothly. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN. Bartholomew, you know what we do in a few minutes?
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday. Freaking Friday. Just got paid.
Yeah, just got paid, and we got the moment of the week.
Don't you dare go anywhere. That's next on ESPN New York.
The Knicks.
Fadeaway jumper. He buried it. Jalen Brunson with 2 clutch jumpers.
The 76ers.
4 to shoot Bridges. Foul line. Step back. 20-footer. Got it. Mikal Bridges. A step back jumper over Oubre.
The Eastern Conference semifinals.
The Knicks took Philly's strongest punch here in Game 2. And with a 108-102 victory, have taken Game 2.
Game 3 coverage gets underway tonight at 6 on 880 and the ESPN New York app.
Knicks fans, it's time to hit the court with BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. Download the BetMGM app today and add a boost of excitement to every New York game day with same-day parlays, live betting options, player props, boosted odds specials, and the best daily promotions in the business. With the BetMGM app at your fingertips, you can experience the excitement of betting on your favorite players and get in on all the blue and orange action as your New York Knicks drive the lane. Find out why basketball fans love BetMGM, an official sports betting partner of the New York Knicks. BetMGM. Make it legendary.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem in New York? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, New York and New Jersey, Boost Mobile has an unlimited talk, text, and data plan that's only $25 a month forever, meaning you'll only ever pay $25 a month for the rest of your life. Who wouldn't want unlimited wireless when it only costs $25 a month forever? If you don't, you must be one of those people who enjoy overpaying for their phone plan. $25 a month forever is truly as good as it gets, so go online and switch now at boostmobile.com. After 30 gigabytes, customers may experience slower speeds. Customers will pay $25 a month as long as they remain active on the Boost Mobile Unlimited plan.
Monkey Sports, built by players for players, is your one-stop shop for hockey, baseball, lacrosse, and more. Find top-name equipment and expert in-store services like sharpening, break-ins, and relacing. Shop in-store at Monkey Sports in Farmingdale or Woodbridge or online for all the top brands. Whatever your sports, Monkey Sports gets you game ready fast. Monkey Sports, where athletes shop.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Shh, here she comes. Surprise! They sent a duplicate shipment to your flower shop. Now you have to pay for 1,000 extra carnations. Also, there's a beehive outside your store. And they're super aggressive. There's thousands of them.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise, saving 13% on commercial auto insurance when you pay in full.
Also, the egg salad you just ate was expired. Gross.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Programming alert. Today's Mets-Diamondbacks game can be heard on 1050 ESPN at 9 p.m. Game 3 of the Knicks and 76ers can be heard on 880 ESPN New York at 6 p.m. And all games can be streamed on the ESPN New York app.
Yeah. Chicka, chicka, chicka. Ha, ha. 1, 2, 3, 5, X. Just got paid Friday night. Party's jumping. Feel alright. Booty shaking. Dance to the beat. The Knicks are gone. Give a defeat. Right to Philly. Smack 'em in the face. Take your whiz whiff. Fill your place. Gino sucks. Sal's place too. We got the best pizza. Do. Yeah, baby, it's freaking Friday, and guess what? The beautiful thing about that is that we're going to have a weekend where we get to celebrate our mothers and the mothers of our children and our own mothers and everybody that makes this world a better place, that creates a little femininity. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That
You're
makes
rolling.
the world
Go ahead.
Makes the world a softer place. And the beautiful thing is, we can come back on this show on Monday, and the Knicks can be in the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, you talk about it. Yeah, you talk about a 2-for-1.
If they were up 3-0, does that make it any easier for you to miss the Knick game on Sunday?
Yeah. I did see if you do that, then you can watch it. You know what I'm saying? That's not a problem.
I just think you do the right thing for the mothers in your life. That's all. You sacrifice.
No, you want to know why it's
sacrifice.
No, you want to know why it's going to piss you off? Because on Sunday you won't be able to find any place to eat. It'll be booked up to the wazoo. It's going to be hard to find flowers.
That's why you got to make plans.
Yeah, all that. When Father's Days come around, everything's going to be open. Everything's going to be open. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? The discrepancy. Sometimes you forget that, and you don't get mad. You don't get mad as a father until Father's Days come around. You be like, "Yo, your kids ain't even gonna remember what day it is."
Let's get to our feel-good moment of the week. What do you got?
Well, listen, I feel like we should have music for the feel-good moment of the week too. I feel like we should have.
We've got a big production billboard. I know that.
Okay, now it's time for the feel-good moment of the week. Brought to you by our friends at Sandwell Institute for Pain Management.
Every Friday with Bart and Carlin, we highlight the feel-good moment of the week. Presented by the Sandwell Institute for Pain Management.
Yo, shout out to Sandwell too, man, for all that they do, man, being able to go get you some non-surgical rehab. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? The feel-good moment of the week is just the prospect that the Knicks have taken care of business and they're handling their business in the right way. And also a mini shout-out to the New York Football Giants for being able to replace Dexter Lawrence with not one, not two, but 3 defensive tackles, and mainly one that, Barstradamus have been predicting since the beginning of the release of the said, Lawrence. DJ Reader comes in, no-brainer. I think right now the office, I don't know if it's, what's his name? Shane. Yeah, Shane. Yeah, close enough. He doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, Shane has been doing a good job, or at least Harbaugh has been doing a good job in making sure that he builds his roster the right way. I think it's real optimism if Jackson Dart can take the next step. If Greg Roman can get this running game going, I think this is a real opportunity for the Giants to make a step forward. And if Jackson Dart takes a step forward, then I think this team could potentially fight for a wild card. I still think they're the third best team within the division. Let's see what the improvements that the Commanders have made. But the feel-good moment of the week is right now. The Yankees are doing their thing. I think that the Knicks, we're all happy and proud of the Knicks. And it's looking like the Giants and Jets won't embarrass us. Can't say so much about the Mets, but, we all love a comeback story in this town. And maybe, just maybe, they can win enough games to be respectable and have an outside chance. No, I can't say that. Maybe they can be respectable.
And that's brought to you by who?
That is the feel-good moment of the week, brought to you by our friends at Sandwell Institute for Pain Management. For a pain-free life, visit SandwellPain.com today.
All right, let's finish up with you at 800-919-3776. Ryan, the mailman, next, ESPN New York. Rye, what's up, brother?
What's going on, fellas? I just don't understand the Knicks fans that keep talking about Hahn. Like you said earlier, Bart, that y'all gave up 5 draft picks for Mikal Bridges. Make him go out there and earn his
correct.
Check. Now, this is an opportunity for Mike Brown to show that he was the right choice over Tibbs. I mean, like Mikal was balling for them in Boston last year when he had them clutch defensive plays. So what makes you think he can't go out and be that same player this year? He hasn't shown he is yet, but for this year, but he can still do it. Like, why are y'all clamoring for a player that you are not proven, that you know nothing about? Like, Hahn was on the Spurs, and he asked to leave.
And they gladly let him leave.
Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't know why we always have to look at these things. You've won 5 in a row, but we're not playing Sochan or Mohamed Diarra enough.
Right. But why do Knicks fans always clamor to somebody else's cast-off instead of looking at what they have in their own roster?
Exactly. It should be as simple as put Deuce in, and Bridges, we need more. Be more aggressive.
Yeah,
we're going to draw more plays for you.
One other thing, earlier this week, you talking about spades. Me and my wife can't play spades together because we met in college, and we was always going against each other in spades in college. And when we tried playing together, it never worked. Like, she can't count her books properly. I know she can't listen.
Man.
She can't count her books.
She's a re-nigger?
Man, she going to tell you 4 in the possible, and you got 6 right there. What you talking about?
She underselling because she don't want to disappoint.
Underbitten, man. We can't. That's the one in our house. We cannot play spades. Me and my wife got to be on opposite teams. No.
But here's the crazy part: who you playing with, and are you talking cash money stuff to your own wife, and then expecting you're gonna get lucky at night? Has it ever carried over to the bedroom?
That's the thing. We just don't play spades in my house. I try to teach my kids.
You can't even play the game.
We not even playing. You might as well bring out the Monopoly or go play Goldfish or something. We ain't playing no spades in this house.
Hey, is it like the Blackening? The Blackening movie where the old boy came back to kill him because it all started because he reneged on the spade game?
Yeah, and then next thing you know, we talking about what back in college. I remember that one time, and it's like my kids are gonna end up looking at us like, my kids are like, Daddy, I want to learn to play spades, but I can't teach you. We can't do spades in this house.
Shout out the mother of your children, man, that can't play spades. What's her name?
Janelle, love you to death. Happy Mother's Day. 16 years and counting, man.
But you can't play spades.
But you can't play spades.
That's a wonderful Mother's Day gift.
16 years, your ass still can't play. 16 years, I still can't trust your ass to play spades.
Love her to death, man. 3 beautiful kids, man.
Appreciate it, Ryan. That's awesome.
Well,
Thanks
maybe
for
he can
popping
teach
on,
one of his
brother.
kids to be able to be his partner. Yo, like I've seen family members like, listen, that's real stuff in the hood, man. You can't play spades and you be not counting counting your books. You got to say how many you think you can get. So like it's usually like 12 books. So you got to say, man, I got 4 in the possible. And you're like, all right, I got 5. All right, we bid 8, right? So then that's 80, right? Opposed to like if you say 70, so you're trying to hurry up and win as many books you can get to 300, so that you can win the whole game. But if somebody underbid, like, bro, you told me you only had an impossible. You only had 4. You got 8 books, man. What the hell are you doing?
I got to learn how to play. I don't know how to play.
Yeah.
I'll put that on the list of the movies too.
So it's basically just what you're trying to do is when somebody throws out a certain type of card. Like if it's a heart, if you have a heart, you have to throw a heart out. So whoever has the highest heart takes the book. But you got to be smart. You don't want to waste a high. You don't want to waste. If you're the last person to throw out, you don't want to waste the ace when you could have beat it with a 10 or a jack. So you got to be smart with it and crafty with it, right? And so then what happens is you renege if you mess around and you had a card and somebody catch you later. Like, hold up, man, we threw 2s and then people be going back through the books. Like, hold up, man, give me this buck, man. We led with a heart here, and you didn't go with a heart. Oh, so then that's a penalty. So then they look at you and say, oh, this dude's a renegger.
Al in the Bronx. Al, what's up?
So, Bart, we both know that you rather get overbooked than get stuck. At the end of the day, we both know that better. But we coming at Mikal Bridges. Bridges didn't give up 5 picks to bring him in. You won't come at anybody. Come at Leon Rose. Like now, when it comes to the money, I don't know, man. You can't say F those picks when it come to L.A. the Rams, and then it's
that's
not
football.
The same for the Knicks.
That's football, though. Whoa. That's football, though. That's football.
Yeah, but hold on. We got win now. We're not waiting for win 2 years after we develop you. We're trying to win now. And when you got Brunson, you got OG, and you got Cat. You know what I'm saying? Bridges is just supposed to be there to lock dudes up and occasionally drop 20. What she's been doing in the playoffs, dropping about 15 to 18. You say we need him for the playoffs. We don't need him for the regular season. Don't nobody care about the regular season. It's about getting a ring. And as of right now, Bridges is doing what he's supposed to be doing. We're going to find out tonight if he steps up just a little bit more. But he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, contributing the way he's supposed to be contributing to get this ring right now. And that's the important part. Don't forget that. Go Nets.
Appreciate the call, Al.
No,
Should be getting on Leon Rose. Listen, Leon is the guy that deserves a hit if this is not working out.
Well, get on Jalen Brunson because I don't see Bridges playing any more better than DiVincenzo was playing. And DiVincenzo at least spread the court even more to open things up. So you could have kept DiVincenzo and when it got somebody else that could have helped you at a different position. So, like, DiVincenzo was there. He's a 3-and-D guy. He's not as big as Bridges, but he's a great defensive player. Like, and I don't say blame Leon Rose. I say blame Jalen Brunson because Jalen Brunson is the reason why Bridges is here, not because of Leon Rose. I think he stood on the table for him, and they wanted to make Brunson happy.
800-919-3776. Here's a little note from the NFL. 2 things. They worked out the agreement with the refs, so there's not going to be any officials.
Damn, I was trying to be a replacement ref.
Yeah, no replacement refs. Number 2, next Thursday, May 14th, the NFL has confirmed the schedule release will happen.
Ooh.
Next
the NFL is
Thursday,
going to squeeze juice out of everything.
Yep. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they're going to drop little games for us, let us know what's coming when.
We already know that the Ravens are playing in Brazil against the Cowboys.
I believe that's correct.
That's going to be a juicy nugget. At least they sending some good teams over there.
Bart Carlin, ESPN New York, we hope you have an absolutely awesome weekend. We hope this series is over come Monday when we are here, and we hope for all the mothers out there that you have an amazing Mother's Day. Michael K. from Milwaukee next on ESPN New York.
FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. FanDuel is giving you better payouts on same-game parlays all NBA playoffs long. With more ways to build and more value every time you play, you can stack your picks your way for every game, every matchup, and every moment. From spreads to player points to threes and more, build it all into one same-game parlay and go for bigger payouts. So if you're betting same-game parlays this NBA postseason, bet them on FanDuel. More options, better payouts, all NBA playoffs long. Head to FanDuel.com/local to get started. FanDuel, an official partner of the NBA. Play your game, 21 plus, and physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, call 877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Hi, this is Chevy, managing partner at Precision Solar. If you're looking at solar in New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut, here's what actually matters. Real numbers, honest answers, and a team that handles everything. We manage the entire process from start to finish. Designs, approvals, installation, and even a brand new roof if you need one. We don't sell you more than your home actually needs. Just smart systems designed for long-term savings and predictable energy costs. Visit PrecisionSolar.com to schedule your free home assessment. Precision Solar, built to perform for decades.
Hey, it's Alan Hahn. Rings End is your locally owned Benjamin Moore retailer. They're your store for quality with a full line of brilliant and durable Benjamin